All right, hello and welcome to Monsters and Madness. This is our 33rd session here with Bastion's Watch, and we are currently in the Lushgut Forest. Just to do a quick recap, after liberating the Alcantara, Breck's former ship, with the help of the last song, Grimm's current/former ship, the party known as Bastion's Watch headed to the Lushgut Forest to follow up on the lead for Rufus. The Archdruid from the Nimblefoot clan had let him know that there was a camp of lycanthropes in that forest who might be able to help with his recent affliction. At the very least, gain control over it, if not, figure out how to rid of the affliction, if that is what Rufus chose to do. The party made their way into the forest and spent a couple days trekking through a poison-ridden, very hostile forest before running into a group of Yuan-Tian goblins who, trying to make contact with, were attacked by, but were able to defeat their foes and with the help of a hobgoblin druid. One who, or excuse me, I believe it was a bugbear druid. One who helped out the party in the fight and was able to lead you guys back to the grove where the Vine Wreath Enclave, who worship the Wild Mother, a group of goblins, hobgoblins, and bugbears who worship the Wild Mother and practice natural forms of magic, accepted you in and said that they would at least be able to help guide you to where the camp was, but explained that the forest wasn't currently very safe to travel, that the Yuan-Ti that you were attacked by before had been waging a campaign against the forest itself, including the Vine Wreath Enclave, and had been using the Curse of Strife, had discovered a way to reapply it to goblins and potentially other beings as well. And not just members of the Vine Wreath Enclave, but the avatar of the forest itself that they call the Spirit of the Forest, a manifestation of Melora's vengeance and protective energy over this forest. So the party spent a little bit of time getting introduced in the Vine Wreath Enclave, meeting the leaders, as well as a couple of werebats. Werebats who came from the lycanthrope camp, spend a little bit of time with the Enclave and with the camp, and began to discuss a plan for getting Rufus to the camp, along with the options from there. The group decided to rest for however long you would like to here in the Vine Wreath Enclave while you decide what to do next. I'm going to change up the vibe a little bit, but I'll ask you guys, Bastion's Watch, after having talked to Drex and Isaiah, the two goblin werebats, as well as Kitrulk and the bugbear druid who had fought with you guys, and Thramo, the matriarch goblin of the clan. What would you guys like to do at this point?
Well, I wanted to ask the group if, I wanted to let them know that I do plan on going to the lycanthrope camp and having them help me control the affliction. And I wanted to see if they would come speak to I think it was Thramo, with me, and figure out where we could start with the Curse of Strife and curing the Avatar and whatnot before we go to the camp. If that's something that they'd be open to.
Yes. Absolutely, though.
Thumbs up all the way.
Cool. Well, I guess we'll go talk to Thromo about that. Where exactly we could start.
Yeah, so she wouldn't be far. We'd say that this would be not very long, 20 minutes or so after you guys had gathered with the werebats and the other two. You were shown the area where she came from. You can easily go and find her in the kind of open-air building that she was in before.
Sorry, I didn't get that last part of what you said.
Yeah, you can easily find the building where she had come out of before, and if you guys want to, it's easy enough. It's not even like adored. It's kind of their open-aired leadership area. So you can go meet her there, no problem.
Perfect. Everybody's coming with me, I'm assuming? Cool.
Yep.
Hey, Thromo. So I think we've come to a decision. We're gonna help you out with your forest problem. But we need a bit of a direction on where to start, and maybe some guidance in what we're going to be facing.
Well, we can certainly offer guidance and whatever aid we can. As we said, the spirit is self-cursed, and for that part of it, what is needed is to stop the destruction that is causing. If at all possible, leaving the spirit alive and removing the curse is what we hoped can be done. To that matter,
and she goes over to, there's a tree growing in here, kind of growing up almost like it's a pillar, but it is a living pillar, and goes into it. And she kind of waves her hand, and the wood almost just like parts itself. And she reaches in and grabs a bag. And the bag is kind of like a burlap bag that has just very simple, like ornate threading on it. Very typical storage that they would use here, very druidy, kind of hippie looking. And she brings it over, and you can hear a little bit of shaking around, but it's not metal or anything super heavy. And she opens them up and says,
"These are something we've put together to help combat the curse of strife. It is more settled in than it has been naturally. And so we found that these offer whoever is afflicted by the curse a chance to break free."
And what these are 10 vine-wreathed strife barks. You take them out, or you take one of them out, and it's just a piece of bark laid out flat and kind of set. Almost feels like a druidic scroll, what they would do as their version. And on it is a circular set of runes that glow in a green and purple light. And you feel kind of a magical thrumming in them. And she says that
if you're close enough, then you can crack one of these, and it will allow for a chance to break free from the curse. 10 is what we have now. The more that you use, the easier it is to break free. So if it's somebody or something that is really needed, you can use more. But right now they are a precious commodity. The Yuan-Ti at the nearby temple also have goblins that are afflicted with the curse of strife. One of them in particular is someone who is a very powerful goblin. She protects the camp for us here. She's druidic, but had very heavy stealth training before she came to us. She's been protecting what is there for them. She's a powerful foe when you go against her, but if you're able to break the curse from her, she might be able to help you. And if left alive, could come back as a protector of our camp. We don't know exactly what they're doing in the temple, but it is related to however they're able to reapply the curse.
Okay.
You said it was another female goblin?
It is. Her name is Sindel, but she does not answer to that anymore.
Can you spell that?
Cyndil.
Cool.
She wears a wooden mask. You'll be able to tell her from that.
What does she answer to now?
Nah, nothing as far as I'm aware.
Perfect. What about this avatar? Do you know? Is that anywhere specific, or do you know just how?
Yeah, we know of its last location. Its destruction and power is quite great. Trix and Isaiah offered to scout out through the air and guide you to the location they might be.
I'm gonna stick.
Okay, perfect. I know one of them said that they would accompany us on this mission to help the forest. Do you know who that would be?
I'm sure they'd both be eager to join. It'd be your choice.
Perfect. That'd be great. The more the merrier.
I should clarify, either, not necessarily both, either would be willing to join. Poor choice of words on my part.
Gotcha. Well, okay. Are they still around by chance?
I can summon them for you if you'd like.
I just wanted to speak to them about what I should expect moving forward with trying to control this.
Sure. Let me show you to where we have some guest dwellings set up, and I can have them meet you there.
Perfect. Thank
She
you.
walks you guys outside and walks out, and you see probably about 75, 80 yards away from here in an open area here in the grove, you see a hobgoblin who is kind of moving their hands and actually bringing up the dirt and soil up off of the ground to make them into like little clay huts that you guys can stay in here. And by the time you get there, there is one for each of you. And she kind of just shows you here and says,
You are welcome to rest in the Enclave for as long as you choose, whether you decide to help us or not. So long as those who visit are not hostile, they have an open invitation. So I will summon Drex and Isaiah as soon as I can.
and you look and you almost like expect her to start to do like a sending spell or some kind of natural magic, but she just looks up into the air. Drax! Isaiah! And just yells as loud as she can to try and get them. But you guys can each take a little mud hut here if you'd like. Each of them has a small little bench to sit on, as well as a bed that already has these odd, it's kind of like leafy blankets and cushioning here. It's actually pretty comfortable when you sit on it, surprising for how quickly they were put together. But for you, Rufus, I would say first, after about 2 or 3 minutes, Drex, the brother, shows up first. And you see him fly down in his hybrid form just outside of the little hut here and land and kind of switch back to just being a goblin. And he looks outside.
Oh, Rufus, hello. I heard you would like to speak with Isaiah and I.
Yeah, so I've decided that I wanted to learn to control the lycanthropy, and I had questions about what I should expect when it comes to trying to or learning to control this.
Okay. Well, I guess first off,
And he kind of leans in like he's whispering.
I know that we said you should remove the curse, but being a lycanthrope is fucking cool. I didn't want to say anything with my sister around because, like, we're supposed to be kind of all like, yeah, you don't want this, it's a curse, but it's fucking awesome. Did you see these? Did you see this fucking wing? It's awesome.
I'm not gonna lie, but
I support you totally.
I agree. It's pretty cool. It's kind of scary sometimes. I don't really know what I'm doing most of the time.
Well,
it's
especially with this like weird version that you have. Like, I'm not gonna lie, it's gonna be tougher. I mean, I can give you an idea, but there will be things that we don't know about, and that's kind of the scary part. Is controlling it can be done. We all do it. Our leader Rodan is a werebear, very powerful, and he's learned very effective methods. But you might have to work harder than others to do it.
Well, I'm willing to do whatever it takes.
Okay.
And I think the ends do justify the means. So
Good. Well, it's a lot of boring meditation and learning
that's
to
my favorite.
still your mind.
Oh,
Oh, really? Oh, well, then it's gonna. Everything I said about it being hard, it'll be a lot easier if you can already do that. Actually, that's pretty damn. Okay, yeah, it'll be all right. So maybe for you, it'll just be like it was for us because we didn't like meditating.
Oh, it's I love it. I do it every day.
There's fighting too. We kind of like spar to let out some of the aggression. If
Oh,
somebody turns and they
I'm
can't
a natural
control
born
it,
fighter.
yeah. Oh, fuck, dude, you're meant to be a goddamn werebird, man. This is great. We'll have to do some flying. Fucking, he just starts using his hands to be like, yeah, we'll just do some diving and shit. And
Oh,
you
know,
can
I
teach me some
actually
maneuvers.
dove away from a dragon one time. That was actually
Jeez,
wild.
what? His eyes
Yeah.
go huge.
I was not gonna lie, it was pretty fucking scary, but it was actually pretty cool.
Wow.
I mean, I
These
blame
things are
Gale
the
for
most
that.
scary. Yeah.
But I mean, if it sounds, if you thought it sounded awful for those reasons, I think I might actually enjoy it.
All right. Well, good.
Was it painful at all? By the way, learning to control it.
Oh, just when the others have to fight you to keep you, from going off and harming someone. If you lose control, then the rest will turn and make sure that you are kept very, very safe. Is the way we phrase it. I think it's just keeping the others safe, though.
Does that happen often?
No. But
Okay,
the more powerful you are, the harder it is to control.
I'm sure I'll be fine.
Yeah, sure. Yeah, totally. Right.
And at that point, Isaiah kind of lands behind and says, Jax, what are you doing?
He goes, nothing. It's fine. We were just talking. So I gotta get out of here anyways. I got some shit to grab before we go out.
And he leaves, and Isaiah walks in.
Sorry about Drax. He can be a lot. Listen, I didn't want to say it before when we were talking. I try and keep a good example for him. But being a lycanthrope is really fucking cool. And we're supposed to do this, like, look, it's a curse thing, but he's my brother and he goes crazy sometimes. I gotta be the responsible one. But seeing you, like, it would be so cool to see what you can do.
Yeah. It's funny. I feel like I just heard that.
Weird. Well, don't tell him I said it. He can't
It's
know.
like deja vu.
Yeah.
It's like deja vu. It's weird. Just out of curiosity, what was it like when you were trying to control it?
Oh. Well, for me it was an odd focus on hunting and feeding. Like I had a dish in front of me and the food was just the best food I'd ever tasted. And I just got a tiny little morsel that I knew just a little bit what it was. And I had to have it. There was nothing else that would satisfy that hunger. I had to hunt for it. It had to be something alive, something that's blood was warm, something that gave me power.
And you can see her almost like her muscles getting a little bit bigger as she talks about it, and she just stops.
Felt like power
I'll do them in the
coursing through, fighting against the waves on a beach.
So it was a lot of restraint.
Yes.
Were there any kind of rituals or anything involved, or was it mostly just, self-love?
There is a ritual that we have that you go through once. It's not a ritual for every time you turn, but a ritual when you finally gain control to test that control. It is a ritual that...
She kind of hesitates a bit.
It's a ritual that Rodan started after one of his followers left his care and went and did some very terrible things. It's a ritual that is not magical, but one to make sure that if you don't have control, that you are not a danger to this world anymore.
What if somebody that isn't able to prove that they have control during the ritual?
Can we sneak?
Then either the curse is removed, or they are.
Gotcha. That's that's fair. I understand. I get it.
It's a lot of power. It is. Rodan was devastated.
What Can you talk about it? Can you like what happened?
Well, she kind of. I'm happy to help. Rodan has this way about him. He explains it so well. I wouldn't
Insight
give you
check.
justice.
Yeah, go ahead and roll an insight check.
Oh, that's not good. 11.
11. Okay. I mean, she seems pretty stoic. Essentially, what you can catch on her face is that she's not usually the one who explains this, and didn't want to reveal too much to start.
Okay. Well,
Nothing hostile or hidden, though, in that sense.
gotcha. Well, I really appreciate you coming over here and talking to me about this. Tell your brother the same. And I think before we get started on all these problems, we're going to need probably a night's rest.
Yeah.
It was kind of a long, arduous journey to get here.
Well, Drix and I can go start scouting for the spirit. That way, if you can find them, or if you want to do that first, then we can point you in the right direction.
I really appreciate that.
Yeah.
Head up the back.
I'm gonna go back towards one of those mud huts.
Yeah, for sure.
She heads off. You see her go into her werebear form, and you see her fly over first to go get Drix and kind of grab him by the collar. And he goes, fine, let's go. And they fly off up into up and above, because the way the grove is set up is they kind of have to fly not straight up, but at a pretty steep diagonal to get over, and then they even out once they get over the canopy and you lose sight of them.
Cool.
Mario would be sleeping.
I guess I would go to see the group and ask them. We'll just have them like a group meeting.
Yeah. You guys are all there. You guys, at this point, there would be a couple goblins who came, grab some wood, and set up a fire for you guys. A nice big warm fire in the center of the mud huts. But yeah, you guys are all right there, unless anybody wanted to go somewhere else.
Cool. So we're waiting until tomorrow for this, I'm assuming.
18
Yeah.
for me.
Yeah, I figured we all needed a night of sleep.
A nice little pause would be great.
7.
Cool. Just wanted to get you guys' opinions on everything that's going on.
Did they give us a way to stop the curse on the spirit?
I mean, they gave us some vine wrapped bark with some drawings on it. I mean, they said these would help, but there's only 10 of them, and we might need to use a couple on the way.
I missed. Did they say there was any way to get more of this, or was like this? That's it.
They said it's a hot commodity. That's how much they have right now. In time, they could make more. And Rufus, those are actually an item in D&D Beyond if you wanted to add 10 of those to your inventory.
Oh,
Ooh, there we
okay.
go.
The vine wreath strife barks.
What did you say? You were holding them?
Vine Wreath Strife Bark. Yeah.
And then all of a sudden you can see.
Hmm.
Ah, there it is.
All right, Rufus, did you say how many?
They gave us 10 of them. They said we just had to crack it like a glow stick, and I guess it works.
You see Alivor counting the party members and be like, 1, 6. All right, someone's getting the short end of the stick here, guys. So,
Well, I think they said that it had to be within the vicinity of them, so I imagine it has to be pretty close.
so
So
we'd all do like a group
think-
huddle and then ka-chow, you know?
I think it should be somebody that's comfortable getting close into danger to hold on to these.
Gives a little cough and nudges
I
Brett.
can take less, yeah, for sure, because I'm going to try and keep my distance as much as possible.
Well, whoever.
I don't
I'm
know if I
gonna-
should take all of them.
I'm gonna grab one out of the bag and set the bag down between the party, and just whatever you do, make sure that when you use it, it's kind of an emergency situation. Like these are what we got for right now. And they also said that the more that you use at a time, the higher chances that it'll work. I think something like that along those lines. So don't just
Milo.
go around cracking them.
Milo's gonna grab one.
I'll grab whatever's left if everybody wants to grab it.
I just grabbed one.
Alivor would definitely grab 2. So, fuck that. He's have a backup to the backup.
Ekimos probably wouldn't grab any since he's no blood is going through his veins and whatnot. So just like, yep, or for you guys.
All right.
So I have one. Alvor has one. Milo has. Oh, Alvor has 2. That's 3. Milo, how many did you take?
I only have the one.
So that's 4. Graham, did you take any?
I'll probably only take one.
So 5. So Breck, that leaves 5 for you.
All right. I mean, I'll take another one. I don't want to.
Now, yeah, and I'll take a second here to clarify a little bit on the mechanics of this item. Okay, so if something has a curse of strife and you're within 20 feet of them and you crack one of these, it is a DC 15 Wisdom saving throw to get through the curse of strife. If 2 people use their action at the same time, then the DC drops by 2 for every extra piece of bark that is cracked. So
Okay.
for the sake of the spirit of the forest, if you guys want to use it on that, using more at once would be helpful in dropping the DC the spirit has to use to break the curse. I'll just tell you guys the mechanics here because I already said a little bit in like in-game narration style. The more you damage the spirit, the lower the DC goes also. So you can use more pieces of bark and cause damage to have attempts to break free from the curse.
So it's like a Pokemon, catching a Pokemon.
Kind of, yeah. So the DC, and I put this in the item for you guys here to see.
Yeah, I
this.
just
The
saw that.
DC for the spirit to break the curse to start is 40.
So we need to beat the hell out of it.
Oh my god, we need to beat
If you had 10 people, you don't have 10
Mhm.
people. If you had 10 people and cracked all of the pieces of bark at once, it would be a DC 20 to try and break. So it's up to you guys to figure out the combination of ways to be able to do that. Now, that being said, any regular creature, it's a DC 15. So if there's a goblin that you see and you're close to it and you want to just try and break that and say, hey, now they don't have the curse and it might change the way they're aligned here in this fight, then you can do that as well. It's a lot easier. But it is up to you guys to decide how you want to use these 10, especially given the UNT temple has been said to have goblins as well.
All right, well, I think we should at least reserve 6.
I think everybody should probably carry at least one.
So grab one, Ekimos.
Yeah, I'll take one. Sorry.
Just in case. Oh,
You never know.
Oh,
So do I have 3 or am I carrying less now? Do more people
So-
want more?
I think
I have a feeling
I'm
we're gonna
only going to
need-
hold on to one.
I only have one. I can hold another one if you want me to, but
So I think if anything, we should spread them out amongst party members. That way, they're not all bunched up. Because what if Breck here gets mollywopped, and then now he's down on the ground, and we're all trying to rush to get the stuff from him if we need it.
See, my thought process was this man is a glorified tank. I don't think I've ever seen him get hit more than maybe 4 times in combat.
You're supposed to say that stuff when the DM's not listening. Because I can hear Josh's mind. He said, "All right, bet."
Roll an insight check.
Look, I'm just saying.
Oh, jeez. But no, I
I'll
think
carry
we should.
4 of them. I don't care.
Okay.
I'll carry one more, so I'll carry
One
two.
more.
Carry
Okay.
two.
Okay.
So I have 3.
3,
Yeah.
5, 7,
It's-
8, 9, 10. Yeah.
I have 1. Grim has 2. Alvor has 2.
Yep.
Milo has
1.
1. Ekamos has 1.
Unless you want to carry two, Rufus. I'm down with that. Too.
Look, I get hit a lot. I'm still licking my wounds from the last time we got into a fight.
God.
Okay. Well, if you change your mind, I can give you the second one. But I'll carry it.
Appreciate it.
All right.
I guess we should probably get some rest before
Do we
before
mention
tomorrow.
goblins that we could say?
What?
Something about goblins? Goblins somewhere? What?
Yeah, we have to see if we can save Sindel.
Uh-huh.
See if we can bring her back. So keep that in mind. We might need some bark if we want to try and save her too.
If we on the way or at the temple,
Yeah.
see a goblin with a mask on,
Yeah. Wooden mask.
hit him a lot, but don't kill him.
Look at Brick. Don't kill.
Same thing with the spirit.
Only name. Oh, jeez. No, that's more of a Varric line right there. We'd have to keep him from killing everything. So
Specifically goblins.
yeah. Oh boy.
You can kill all the other ones. Just leave one. I'll help you with all of the other ones as well.
So basically, we just have to beat the shit out of him, and then it's guaranteed to work with one.
I don't know about guaranteed, but it's a better
One of
chance.
those.
Yeah. All right.
50-50 shot. Well, we're hoping. They said they'd work.
Did they explain how the curse works? Like, if we were to get it, or how that whole situation, how we would get the curse, how it would be transferred to us?
They didn't. I didn't ask that question. I can go ask.
I think that is a
You
good
guys
question.
see that the bugbear druid Kitrolk is walking by with his ears burning as you guys are talking.
Hey! Come here, real quick. Come here.
Hello. Yes.
Brack had a question for you.
Yes.
We were wondering how the curse was transferred.
We don't fully know, unfortunately. The curse of strife was given to goblin kind in the deep, distant past by the betrayer god Bane. They were afflicted and turned the ancient Draenasar into what we know as goblins today. It was more that the curse caused aggression. Maligned outlook, wanting to pillage, attack, be violent, rather than just live your life. It is something that many goblins have worked to rid as many as possible from. Many goblins in Exandria are born free from the curse of strife. Within the boundaries of the dynasty to the east, they have religious artifacts that stop for the curse from ever being placed upon their citizens. So it is not something that is unable to be broken, but it is something from the distant past. Something that we should have beaten by now, but Zahir, the Cloaked Serpent, and his Yuan-Ti followers have somehow found a way to re-afflict the curse to those who have moved past it. We don't know if it can be passed to others. We've only seen other goblins so far who have had it. But if the spirit of the forest, an avatar of Melora's will, can be cursed, I fear that any of us can.
All right.
The temple may hold more clues as to what their methods
you been to this temple?
In the past, yes. It was a temple that was dedicated to Zahir many, many ages ago. It's mostly ruin now, but what they are doing there or what they wanted there, I am unaware. When I was there, it was mostly religious iconography and old accounts of champions of the old gods.
Okay. Just out of curiosity, if we go inside the temple, is there anything that we should be aware about?
There's not very much space inside the temple. The room that was on the ground level was the most intact. Be wary of cave-ins if you go and descend down into the depths of it.
Okay. Cool.
Here. A few of the healers in the camp wanted to put these together for all of you.
And hands over another bag, similar burlap bag to what the bark was passed over in. And said,
It's what we've been able to gather. It's not much, but we'll do what we can to help.
and inside there are small little clay, just mini bowls filled with like a little salve that smells almost like kind of minty, almost lemon balmy. And these are vined wreath salves. They deal 1d4 plus 1 healing. So not super potent, but they are not nothing either. And there are 8 of them in here. And those are also in D&D Beyond for Hyper.
Okay.
Vine wreath salve.
Mm-hmm.
Easy. You said there's 8 of them.
Yep.
I'll take one. Actually, I'll take 2.
Good idea. Good idea.
I would also like to take one.
Okay.
I will also take one.
2, 3, 4, 5.
And my salve.
I'll take one. I'm on my phone, so if you could add that on my stuff, Josh.
Yeah, for sure. I'll go do that.
Yeah, appreciate it.
So I took 2 of the other things, so I'm just going to take 1 of this one.
Follow wherever.
Item 2.
I'll definitely take one if there are any left, for sure.
I think there's 2 or 3 left.
Shit, I'll take a second one if they're up for grabs.
Yeah, so 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yep. 2 for Rufus, 2 for Brick, and then 1 for the rest of us. I think if my count is right, quick math.
Yeah, that is 8.
Sweet.
4 plus 4 eats 8.
And for Ekamos, if you refresh the page, it should be in there. Okay. So after a little powwow, is everybody just resting for the night, or is anybody doing anything else here in camp?
Mm,
I'm gonna go find a secluded place and do a little bit of meditating.
Okay, got it.
is there a bar? Or a tavern of some sort? It's been a while. Yeah, I was going to say, we're about to head on an adventure. I'd like to, let loose a little bit.
You can roll an investigation check if you'd like.
Absolutely, I'd love to.
That goblin chef gave me a really old bottle of wine.
Ooh. Investigation, that's going to be an 11.
An 11. You see nothing that in any way resembles a tavern or a bar in this druid enclave.
Damn, Rogue, what was that?
Come on. I not know how to party? What can I gather where a sense of
I would just suggest
where they tend to gather the most, where there's the
Sure.
largest groups of people?
Yeah, absolutely. You see, at this point, right now, there's it's essentially mostly just an awning over a large cooking fire. They have multiple pots of things that are currently stewing or being boiled. And there's probably 10 or 12 people that are gathered around right here. Variety. Let's say a couple bugbears, a hobgoblin, and the rest are regular goblins.
Perfect. I'm gonna go over there and do my typical bard thing and attempt to play some music. I will put not like making a show of it, but I'll put a little like hat or a little pouch out there. If anyone wants to donate anything to the party.
Okay, got it.
All right, let's see.
Hey, go ahead and roll a performance.
So it's gonna take me a little while to tune my. that's a 9.
A 9.
This is par for the course, right?
Jail. Go to the jail. Yep, this is
the 9.
This is
Man,
the
with a
worst
9.
part.
What's your modifier?
It's +6.
Okay, just wondering. Okay, so with a 9, they're all kind of they turn and some of them watch you, and one of the goblins comes up and tugs on your shirt. No, thank you.
I'll be like, God, and just get upset. I'm storm off to my little mud hut. I hate it here.
Okay, got it. Rufus, you're able to find outside of the grove itself is just kind of trees and a secluded area. You do see that in the trees, kind of outside of the circular grove, it looks like there are some basic small stone mounds that are set up. They have what looks to be wood panels. It almost looks like a makeshift little graveyard here. But this is the most secluded place that has anything to it. Otherwise, you could just go in like forest area around here.
Yeah. Graveyard seems like that. Why not a graveyard? Good place.
Okay, got it. Yeah, absolutely. So go ahead and roll a wisdom saving throw for your meditation.
Oh,
here.
shit. I always forget that that's a thing. All right. Oh, that rolled right off my table. Oh my god. 5.
5. Okay.
This is
You're
probably
just distracted. There's a lot going on. There's that odd ozone-y, staticky smell. It's just kind of weird here right now. It's a little rough. Yeah. Go ahead and also roll me a perception check because you're super distracted for this.
Okay. Perception. 9. Jesus Christ. I'm not using this fucking dice anymore.
Yeah. Get those bad rolls out now. With the 9, yeah, you don't notice much. There's, I would say, yeah, man, with the 9, that's underneath. Yeah, you're just kind of distracted. Again, I would say with those 2 rolls, oddly enough, you just have memories coming back up again of your original training and talking about learning this meditation and talking about learning these new fights that might happen, these rituals. You remember back to your original training and how that went and who that was with, and think back to those times rather than focus on controlling your emotions.
Well, since I can't really focus, I'm going to get up and start sparring with a tree.
Yeah, absolutely. No problem. You just
Yep.
kind of anime style, just sit there punching a tree.
Just punching a tree.
Yeah, you punch that tree, man. That tree won't fuck with you at all again.
After like an hour, I'm going to go back.
Okay, got it.
Wrap my hands a little bit.
Anybody else have anything they want to do in the camp here this night?
If I can, I was gonna go see if I can get mine.
You're coming in a little quiet. If you have like a gain adjustment, you can do something. But,
Yeah,
I would. Perfect.
Let's see. Is that better?
Oh, that's, yeah.
Booming? Is it booming?
It's louder. It's a little muffled with that high of a gain, but we can hear you better. And I would say it'd be better to hear you than not.
Okay, cool. If I got to change it, I'll change it. So just let me know.
No, that sounds good. Yeah, that's not too bad.
I feel like I just got thunder waved.
Yeah, I'll go find Breck and Milo if I can.
Okay.
And wherever they're at.
I'm chilling in my hut drinking some really old wine.
I'll knock, a verbal knock. I assume there's no door.
Come on in, Graham.
Hey, is Milo there too, by any chance?
Yeah, I was just strolling by just now, so I'm just gonna walk. Hey, what are you guys doing?
Some wine.
Yes, please.
Does it
I
taste
actually
good?
want to pick your brains.
Does it taste good?
Yeah.
The wine, no, definitely not.
No,
No,
it's like
not very
vinegary?
good. Yeah, it was good like 10 years ago.
I think I'm gonna pass, buddy.
Oh man, it's fucking terrible. Just an alcoholic.
I'll just take a
Smell it.
I'll take a. You know what? I'll do like a nice twirl, like the. See what kind of legs we're working with. Take a nice sip.
Working with no legs.
Oh. Hey, I before we head out, I just wanted to ask you guys something. I know I haven't really, like, you know, a little bit about me, but I haven't really dived into too much of it. It's a lot, so I'll save that for another time. But long story short, I don't really know anything from my childhood, and fairly recently, before I left the last song, I was given something that might give me a clue as to where I'm from, but I don't know what it is, and I've never seen it. Apparently, everything, like the only information that I have is this necklace, and I take off the necklace, I'll give it to Fedora, and I'll show it to Breck and Milo, and I'll hand it to Milo, and you can hand it off to Breck. And this is the only thing I have. But apparently, it hasn't stopped spinning since she found it. This was around my neck when she found it, and I've just got it. Like, I didn't know this existed up until we. And I don't know the symbols on it. I don't know what it is. And I was hoping if you guys have seen anything, read anything at all, that would kind of lead me into any sort of direction. I don't know what I'm looking at.
Milo
Yeah, I was gonna say, can we investigate that?
would immediately take a look at it. Yeah.
Yeah, you guys can roll an investigation check.
It's a 24 for me.
16 for me.
16, okay. Both of you can tell it's definitely got some magical nature to it. And Milo in particular, just picking it up and taking a look at it, you do feel it's interesting because you, with the 24 especially, you feel it in a way that is so in doing some of the studying you've done about the magical ley lines in the body and how to affect those and how those are parts of different types of magic, what you know is that generally a magical object or casting a spell or anything almost has what to you almost seems like a gravitational pull in the way that you've studied things. It's not actually a gravitational pull, but it is a way that the magical field and its power affects things around it. So if you were to move a bag of holding next to another magical item, that those two magical fields would at least cross and intersect with each other, and there are properties where it kind of, you can tell that that's happening. You hold this in your hand and it almost feels independent of that there's a magical nature to it, but it isn't affecting the magic that runs through you and others and the world in the same way. It almost seems as if you touch it and you feel a magic that is new to you. It's not something that you seem familiar with in any way. Not necessarily in its nature itself, but in the way that it is reacting, or rather not reacting, or the magical fields around you reacting to it.
And I'm sorry, I'm confused on what the item like actually is.
Oh, it's a necklace. Yeah,
It's a
sorry,
necklace.
it's a necklace.
Just a straight necklace?
Yeah, it's a necklace, and it has the way I described, it's kind of like a half circle little loop over the top, and in between that is just, there's nothing connecting it. It has a cube that is spinning.
There's a cube that's spinning.
Yeah.
Are there any like markings on the cube that I can see?
Not that you can see, but you sense latent energy on the surfaces of the cube.
Okay. I hand it over, or Milo hands it over to Breck. As soon as you're done looking at it, I wouldn't mind taking it for about maybe 11 minutes, if you guys don't mind.
Oddly specific.
I
I've done enough now that I know how much or how long it takes.
So, like I said, obviously it's a lot, and I'll go into more of the details later. But long story short, I was only like 3 years old when I was found. When I was told, I was found on a shipwreck somewhere out in the Lucidian Ocean, and Nora said that she saw. It was a weird story. She said she just saw like stars falling from the sky, and she followed one of them, and then that led her to the ship where I was. I don't know anything of where I'm from, what the ship was carrying, if it was a pirate ship or a shipping ship. I don't know. I don't know who I am.
So this thing could be, you could be an alien, or this thing could be alien and it knocked you out on the way down.
It sounds familiar, but I don't know. But,
I think I'd kind of like to think that you're an alien.
Let's go with that for now. But if this gives me some sort of, like, this thing is connected to where I came from and who my family would have been, and it's just killing me not knowing. And I put it off for so long, and I didn't want to know before, but now I'm just like, this is one of the first real clues that I've ever gotten of who I was prior to being Grim. So there's something here, and it's just, the curiosity is killing me.
Well, now that you shared, man, this is a hell of a mystery. Now the curiosity is gonna drive me nuts too. So let's get to the bottom of this. And I'm gonna pop a squat. I'm gonna pop a squat on the floor.
Sure.
And were the runes like any sort of language or were they like magical markings?
No, not any sort of language, and it's not
Okay.
even a physical thing that you can see. You sense like magic coming off it as if there were, almost as if magical invisible runes have been drawn would be the best like thing your brain can think of as a possibility.
Yeah, so I'm going to go into identify, I believe.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you spend the 10 minutes, so the 11 minutes rather, 10 minutes setting up the ritual and the extra minute to cast Identify. And your magic kind of comes out and starts surrounding it. And normally when you cast Identify and there's an item that's not magical that you've tried to identify, you have magic, like it's almost like a feedback response of, I've logged this item and it is not magical. And you still kind of get that back as like a feedback response, almost like an arcane feedback. As you go through and you complete the ritual here, the spell goes off as if nothing was there.
Oh, damn. That's never happened to me before. I promise. This has never happened to me before. It's kind of embarrassing a little bit. I'm not sure what to make of this, man. I didn't get any information off it. Let me try one more thing. And I'm gonna try and cast a detect magic, even though I didn't bounce anything back.
Okay, you cast Detect Magic, and there is no glow. You can physically inspect and feel, but when you cast Detect Magic, it is a standard item, a necklace that is. In fact, I would even almost say with Detect Magic, you can almost even detect a little bit of natural, energies and things that aren't magical. There's still natural energies, but it's that same response of there's nothing here.
What if I put it on and then you cast it? I don't know if that's going to work. I don't know if that's going to tell us anything, but I don't know. Maybe dumb. That was dumb, but I don't know.
I don't know. I would just feel kind of weird looking at you for that long, that close, and that deeply for 11 minutes seems uncomfortable to me.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, you're right. That's a lot.
I don't know what to make of this. This is crazy. I can feel it. Like there's something there, but it's almost as if this thing that we're physically holding doesn't exist.
Yeah. Well, we tried. And I guess now we have a mystery to solve among the other mysteries. And but I guess we'll cleanse the forest first before anything else.
I like the way that you phrased that. I'm gonna bonus action summon Silcine. What do you get anything off of this? Any sense that maybe I'm not getting?
Off of what, Milo?
Well, that's not a good start. You can't. Can you even perceive this? Is this? And I put it like right in front of her tiny little face.
I see your hand in front of my face.
I just chuck it back over to Grim.
Do you throw it specifically?
No, I like coin toss it.
Oh, okay.
I don't know, man. That's it's a question mark for sure.
I'll just continue drinking the wine, and that's it. What else can we do? Well, if we find anybody who might be able to help us, just keep your eyes and ears open. But I figured out of everybody, I feel like you guys would kind of.
I can send some letters again and say, just ask some questions if you don't mind. The same people that I've been sending letters to.
Yeah, no, that's totally fine. Totally down with that.
They would definitely be interested in something like this, I think.
Yeah. Because from what Nora said before we left, she tried finding any information about it, and she said that she had the most powerful mages and wizards look into it, and they could find nothing.
Oh, well, shit. And then you bring that to us. Now I just kind of feel insulted.
No,
barely learning. Like,
no, I just figured, like, you're super smart. Breck's been around the block once or twice on the seas. I didn't know.
Safe. Solid save.
But, what are the chances that I would find Breck's old ship? I just, like, it was just too many things are connecting, and I thought we would get lucky again. But
Breck, go ahead and roll me a history check. It's such a high DC.
Can I help him in any way?
Not for the sake of this.
Okay.
I got a 13.
A 13, okay. It doesn't ring any bells.
I'm gonna stare at it just like intently. While sipping wine. Nope. Never seen this before.
Cool. Right on. Let's
I really thought he had something there.
Let's put a little bookmark in this, and then we'll just circle back. We'll just powwow it every now and then.
Yeah, I mean, if we ever see anything that could be connected, I'll give you a shout.
Cool. All right. Anybody else have anything they'd like to do before the rest? Okay. And with that, go ahead.
I think before I go to bed, I'm going to sit down with Silcine and try and go over the swap version of the spell thing.
Okay.
The next thing, yeah.
You're talking about making the next one, not putting the one you've already done into your spell book.
Correct.
Okay.
Oh, no, yeah, so shit.
Yeah, because you crafted that one, but you haven't put it in your spell book.
Yeah, I haven't put it in the spell book. I don't think I lost track of how many papers I have anyway, so I don't know if I can. I guess I would hunt around for any magical papers, but I don't think I'm going to find any.
I would say you can roll an investigation check if you'd like.
Let's do it. Uh, 19.
A 19. With a 19, you scour pretty hard. You go and ask around. You even go to the outskirts. Trying to find anything. You don't find paper, but you do find something that piques your interest with the 19. You, when looking over at the cemetery and seeing if there's anybody over there, you actually recognize the name on the freshest piece of wood that's on one of the stone mounds. It says Kriz of Den Beltune.
Oh boy. Damn. I guess we found out where he ended up. Zarm never told me about this, right? This is completely new to me.
He had told you specifically that his brother wasn't able to be brought back. Before he left, he had mentioned trying something to have him brought back.
Got it. Oof.
Oof, big oof.
Eee. Oh, well, I mean, I kind of pay my respects and make a mental note of it.
For sure.
Yeah. And then, yeah, casually, just kind of solemnly, I guess, walk back over to my hut.
Got it. You do so. Okay. Well, with that, as everybody goes to sleep for the night, you all can mark a long rest. But Ekmos, it's not really a restful sleep for you. You awaken and look down to see your skin flesh-colored, regular hands. You look down at your body and see a satchel, strap of a small bag over your shoulder. And you look out in front of the alchemy shop. Your first day here. Excited, ready for a new opportunity, eager for whatever's next. You do feel like you have control over yourself in this dream, an odd mix of the dreams in the past where you haven't had control and some where you have. You remember yourself, but you feel an amalgamation of the excitement and the eagerness that you felt in the past and the caution and concern that you share now. The sun is bright in the sky, but you hear whispers in your ear as well. What would you like to do?
Does the alchemy shop have, excuse me, like windows out front?
Yes, it does. There's a window on each side of the door.
Yeah, I'll walk up to the window and see if I can see my reflection, see what I look like.
You do, and you look your original self. Not undead. Breathing. Blood pumping through your veins.
I'll just kind of like look at the mirror or the window and kind of like touch myself and my cheeks or whatever, and just kind of like, holy shit, you know. Take that in and step inside of the shop.
And as you're kind of looking at yourself and kind of piecing together, you hear the door open and hear the familiar voice. Oh, there's no need to worry about appearances here. Here we deal with knowledge. You can look however you would like. Welcome. Please come in. And he opens the door for you.
I guess I just introduced myself. Hi, I'm Ekamos Quill, and my parents told me to come check out this shop and maybe start an apprenticeship under you.
Quill, you say? An instrument for knowledge. One who shares what they know. A tool. I like that, Ekamos. What do you have to offer?
Not much, but a helping hand, unfortunately. Parents are kind of in a rough spot, so they figured they'd try to get me to work for you guys, or try to find work.
Rough spot, you say. Well, it's quite noble of you to attempt and rise them up out of their station. Desperation, I find, is a interesting motivation. One that leads to very dedicated students. As it turns out, I'm in need of an apprentice. Someone who might help me find new paths. Tell me, can you read and write?
Yes.
Good. And he kind of sizes you up a bit. Today will be manual labor. I've got boxes to move and back. And he points you over there in the side, and he says, anything that is labeled with a green X, I need you to move out back near the fire pit. I'll be burning it this evening and need it all moved.
You got it.
And he just goes back down to what he's doing. And you look around here and you smell, it's humid first off. It's just uncomfortable. It's a layer of sweat is all over you already, and you smell acrid, acidy air. You hear bubbling in multiple different kind of beakers and test tubes. As you look through, you can see all the different varieties and methods on the tables, the alchemy kits, the potions and the poisons, ingredients and bottles labeled with different liquids. You head to the back room where he pointed you to. And as you push the door open, you see that this room is covered with 2 inches of blood. A pool of blood. All the boxes have it soaking into their base. He says, don't mind the mess.
Is just a room full of boxes with blood over everything?
It looks like a regular storage room with bags and boxes. You see the ones that are marked with X, but the bottom of the floor, it is covered in blood. There is a pool of blood in this room. And with the door being open, it goes to the door frame, but does not extend any further.
Like kind of just stops right at the door. Yeah, I guess since he said didn't mind, I would carry on, I guess.
You step into the blood and feel the warmth on your feet and hear the whisper. The power. The blood. You hear his voice again. We've had reports of odd things. Don't mind that. Just move the boxes.
Yeah, I guess just shake it off and try to continue doing what he told me to do.
Yeah. Go ahead and roll just a general athletics check here for this box moving.
Yeah, sure.
Uh-oh.
Oops.
Oh no.
It's too much.
Ekamos was shunted from reality. Yeah, natural 1, right? I think probably what it was is that he switched over to the other tab, which took him out of StreamYard. So when he hops back in, I'm going to get his character sheet up, and I'll tell him I'll roll for him here.
I think he rolled a 7. I think I saw it pop up.
Oh, did he? Okay, got it.
Oh,
Yeah.
Here I am clicking the wrong thing.
We got it. All right, once he hops back in here, we'll continue then. No, we lost
Game
it.
log. Yeah, he got a 7.
Okay, got it. All right. Oh no, hopefully he gets back
Yeah,
in.
he just said he rolled a 7 too.
Okay, cool. Everybody else has a very peaceful rest for the night. You
Beautiful.
sleep harder than you've slept in such a long time. Breck, especially, you feel as if you were out on the sea while sleeping. Hey, there we go.
Sorry about
We got
that.
him
Fat
back.
fingered it.
You wake
roll-
up for a second and then go back into the nightmare.
Yeah, I'm gonna go right back in. 7.
7. With the 7, as you reach down to pick up the first box, you have to put your hands into the water, or excuse me, the blood, to get underneath it. And as you put your hands into the water, you feel hands reach up out to grab your own, pulling you down into the blood. You will be mine. The blood, his blood, will give us power beyond reckoning. None will stand in our way. Roll a charisma saving throw.
All right, give me 1 second. Hopefully I don't mess
Oh,
up.
no, actually, sorry. I said that. I can roll it for you so you don't have to leave
Okay.
the tab. Yeah.
Yeah.
Sorry,
Okay.
it's just have it. Let me roll it for you here.
Yeah, fine.
It'll show up in the log.
It's 414.
Okay, I see a 13.
Okay.
With a 13, you're not pulled in, but you can't pull your hands away. She's grabbing, and the box that's in front of you disappears. The room around you disappears. You're in a void, endless black void, and everywhere is blood. You look down and see the hands reaching up out of the blood, and as you try and pull up, you feel yourself making progress, but the hands are pulling up with you, and as you pull them up, you see her face break through. Pulling your hands up out of the blood is pulling her up out of the blood as well. Do you keep pulling, or do you let go?
I try to let go.
You let go of your strength. And as you do, she smiles, a sharp, toothy grin, as she pulls you down into the blood. You submerged fully as if you fell into a river of it. You spin and turn and thrash. All around you, you see red. And you hear her voice. You have not escaped me. There is no God that can keep you safe from me. Your journey leads to my power and nothing else. And as she finishes saying that, you see a beam of sunshine. Through the red and crimson of the blood you're in, you see a small dot of light. And she says, "He cannot save you for long." And then you see her face again, sinking down into the blood. 10 feet away, 20 feet away, until you can no longer see her. The beam of sunlight grows around you. And you look and see coming up from the bottom where she came a golden mask that rises up for you to grab. And it's in front of you, glowing here in the blood.
Yeah, I immediately grab it.
And as you put your fingers on it, you're back in the storeroom. No blood, just boxes. You pick up the first one and begin your journey in the small little alchemy shop outside of Amman. You move boxes for the next few minutes in your dreams and slowly drift off to an unconscious sleep for the rest of the night. Then you wake up, as does the rest of Bastion's watch.
Well, I slept great. I don't know about everybody else, but
So, did y'all notice that was one of the best sleeps I've had in a while? Holy
Wow.
cow, it's like a rock.
Yeah, my hands don't even hurt anymore.
It was a long rest, right? Sweet. Oh, wow.
Yeah, good night of sleep for me too, you know. Do we smell any food being cooked? Akamos, you're looking a little more pale than usual, man.
Yeah, I'm good.
No.
I would say you guys smell a ton of food, and actually what you've noticed here is that around the campfire where you guys were sitting before, there's not just food, there's actually warm steaming bowls of food already placed here, but there is a variety of flowers, small odd rocks, here and there even a weapon, a basic wooden dagger. It looks more like it's like rocks and flint that has been sharpened with a wooden handle. Very basic things, but it looks like over the course of the night that the members, some at least, members of the Enclave here have dropped off gifts for their visitors.
Well, that's pretty nice. I'm gonna grab the wooden dagger and try and poke some of the food and just eat it.
You were kind of out there a little bit. What'd you say?
I'm gonna grab the wooden dagger and I'm gonna
Okay.
poke some of the food and try and eat it.
Okay, yeah, easy enough. I mean, it's mostly stews and stuff, but there's chunky stuff in there that you can poke and grab out. Again, not really meat here, but there's some nice cooked tubers and it's super tasty stuff. Lots of spices, really good food.
Is there any coffee or anything?
There are a variety of strong-smelling drinks.
Do they smell caffeinated?
They smell like they have something in them for sure. Yeah, not necessarily specifically coffee, but they might give you a little jolt of energy for sure.
I'm gonna grab two of them. I hope they're lactose free. I'm gonna grab two of them and I'm gonna take one over to Ekamos and say, "You look like you could use this, or smell it."
Yeah, I'd grab it and I guess I'd try to drink it. I don't know.
Yeah, easy enough. You guys take a drink and it's pungent. It's like a really strong black tea that has like a bunch of different flavors, almost clovey. You've got some like different weird strong flavors in there. But yeah, it's good and it gives you a little bit of pep here in the morning.
All I see when Ekama drinks it, all I'm thinking about is how Captain Barbosa drinks the wine in the first. You just see it trickle down his ribcage.
But I don't taste it, right? Everything's just emotions, I guess.
I think you do taste stuff. I mean, you're not cursed to not taste things. You just don't need to.
Okay, got it. Yeah, last night was pretty rough. Not gonna lie.
Why is that?
I don't know. I feel like you remember that whole Vesh chick that was, that I'm kind of attached with.
Oh yeah, just nonchalantly, but yeah, we remember.
Well, I had a dream last night. I had, I guess, a bit of memory come back, and it was kind of cool to see like what I looked like prior to this, and yeah, it was quite a nightmare.
Nightmare, how so?
Dude, she kept, coming at me in the dreams and trying to, like pull me in and all that stuff. But obviously I fought it. So I don't know. I just kind of feel uneasy because obviously I'm trying to work to not be attached with her, but obviously she's still coming after me. So it's kind of worrisome.
A lot less worrisome since Varric's not here,
Well, yeah, I know. With Varric not here, it's I feel a little bit at ease. Because, but, yeah, I got this mask from his sister, so that kind of helps me out a bit.
Well, I mean, if you want some tips, you can try meditation. That works for me.
I think I've been trying a little bit of that prayer stuff that she was talking about, and it's helped out a little bit. So I'm kind of sticking with that.
Oh, okay, got it.
So, yeah, and as I say that, Ekamos kind of grabs the pendant on his chest and kind of like rubs it a little bit. But yeah, that's you got a force to save, yeah.
Yeah, we do.
Yeah, let's get to it.
And after a few minutes, you guys see two familiar werebats fly down and land with the group.
Well, we have a location, or at least we know the current path of destruction to follow. We didn't see it specifically, but we can follow that and it should take us to where the spirit's currently at.
Perfect. Which one of you are going to come with us?
If you guys don't have a preference,
And Drex is the one talking. I'll go.
think Zaya's gonna move forward to the camp and let him know that you might be coming, and let him know about your arrival.
Okay, perfect. You said Drax, right? Drex?
Drex.
Cool.
Drekszz.
Oh, I definitely spelled that wrong.
Yeah, dude, I was not even in the ballpark.
Drex.
This is the goblin version. All right, so let's see here. So to get there and actually get to the spirit, you guys head with Drex, and he spends a little bit of time flying ahead, and he'll come back after 10 to 15 minutes. All right, this way. And also going to choose 5 here a little bit as well. But as you guys travel through the Lushgut Forest here, it takes about half a day to get to the location that they had mentioned. And as you do, what you see as you cross in is it's trees and very heavy underbrush that you guys have seen here. There's the long vines that are thorny vines that are almost like eating into the trees. That acidy acid smell here, that is all still present. And as you travel through this heavy, this really heavy, thick forest, you see a break in it, but it's only a temporary break. And as Drex leads you through, what you see is a wide space of about 30 to 40 feet where the trees and plants and all of the growth here has just been destroyed and wiped away. And it is a long path that turns to the left, and you can follow this like following train tracks to wherever the spirit might currently be.
Well, which way do you think we should go?
Drex does go, I think they're moving that way. The trees have fallen in that direction.
I guess we follow in that direction.
And Drex says, listen, everybody, this is a spirit. This is God's will incarnate. Things get weird here. I don't know if we can sneak up on this thing.
Mm-hmm.
We can try, but it doesn't have eyes. So it's just energy. I've only seen it once myself. But I guess I just wanted to prepare you guys mentally for whatever we're about to get into. This could get rough.
Do you know of any maybe weaknesses or how it might attack us?
Like,
Why don't somebody roll for Drex? I want somebody to roll a d20 for Drex here. This is a nature check for Drex.
I'll do it.
Yeah. He would only have a +1.
Well, that's a 6.
Do I look like I would know what a natural avatar of the forest would have? No, I saw it one time.
One time. I mean, that's more than us.
All right, true, I guess. I've seen it 100% more than you.
I mean, how hard is it to miss? You know, like I feel like we'll know once we see it. Like, we'll know when we know.
I sure hope so.
Maybe.
No, I don't think knowing is the problem. I think what comes after is the problem.
That was the part I was most concerned about. Yeah.
I'm not as concerned about finding it.
Say, well, hopefully, we can get some of that divine intervention just looking over at Breck and, insinuating the whole mother of the forest thing. You think she would want to help us, free her will.
Breck is like visibly pissed off at this devastation.
Ooh.
Oh.
All right, his little touch got back up a little way from Breck. We're not gonna touch on that subject again. Okay, noted.
Okay. So how would you guys like to approach this?
Behind Breck. So I approach almost all fights, standing behind Breck.
I think I'm gonna go ahead and get Silcine activated and on my side.
Oh, I'd like to ask the party. Does anyone here like use bows? Something with arrows, stuff like that.
I do.
I say, Grim, you're pretty. I don't use this anymore, so you can have it if you want. And I want to hand him my Fletcher's ring.
Ooh.
What is that?
It's a neat little ring. I used it a while back, but I really don't use it anymore, and so I figured I'd hand it off to someone who'd probably have a little bit more use for it. If you want to search it up, it's just called Fletcher's ring. It's a blue item in D&D. So
Perfect. Reesh. Love that. What is it called again? One more time.
Fletcher's ring.
Perfect. I'll look it up right now. You guys, we can move on.
Since we're in the spirit of giving, I think I'm gonna hand, at least offer the potion of invulnerability to Breck.
Ooh.
Yeah, I'll take that.
I feel like if you need to race around and do what you do best, this seems like it would come in handy for you.
Potion of invulnerability?
Yes.
And since I'm since I'm handing out stuff, call me Santa Claus.
Now's the time, guys. Get this going now. Yep.
Anyone want this? As I wave the wand of fear in the sky, I say, I got new toys. Anyone want this?
That's an oldie but a goodie for sure.
No, take.
Did you have to attune to it?
You do, I believe so.
Didn't you use that wand when you did the old okey doke on the boy? Or no, that was your fate, your shadow thing.
Yeah, that was
the shadow thing.
I did Expecto Patron, when we were on our way to save the boat.
Or it's the tequila version of that spell.
Yeah. So it works pretty well. I just don't foresee myself using it, and would rather have someone who is actually going to use it have it.
Just out of curiosity, does anybody have Pass Without a Trace?
I wish, man.
Okay. Figured I'd ask.
Catch me in another campaign, and that answer will be
All right, so I'm going to turn the camera off right now while you guys are talking about how you want to prep and figure this out. I'm right here listening and can right here and talk, but I'm going to do some setting up for the sake of brevity to make it happen while you're doing that.
Yeah, I put in the chat, but I gotta go here pretty soon.
Yeah, for sure. I saw that. I figured you wouldn't be able to make it in combat, but I just wanted to get you set up.
Sorry, Rufus, but I will be handing over the reins. Make sure I don't die again.
Am I able to look at your character?
You want me to send you like a snapshot of his like basic stuff and then go off that, or maybe Josh can just tell you what to roll? I don't know.
Well, yeah, I mean, I can run them if you want. I can at least do the rolling on the character sheet side.
Yeah, that's fine.
Yeah, but you for you, you should be able to see Ekimos' character sheet and what it can do. Even if you can't roll on it, you can just tell me and I'll have it up and I can click the roll button. But you can decide what to do by looking at it.
Okay, I will see if I can find that.
If you want to, like I said, if you guys don't want to run two characters, that can be a lot. I can do it as well.
No, I don't mind doing it.
Okay.
Sorry.
I cannot see it.
And if you guys want, you can not have Ekimos in the fight, but it's a big one. So
yeah, you'll need me.
I don't want everyone to get.
Yeah, I got some decent healing too, in case it's a lot for Breck. So.
All right. Is there any other? Holy hell! Any other prep or anything anybody else wants to do, or are we just going into marching order?
Oh, did anyone want that wand? By the way.
Oh yeah.
I wasn't gonna take it.
Okay. So I'll hang on to it. I'm just not attuned to it, so I will not have it.
All right. Well, then, how are you guys approaching this as you are in this path of destruction here in Lushgut Forest?
I would like to take the lead.
Breck in front. Hey, there we go.
I'll follow behind him.
Okay.
Yeah, I'd be right next to Rufus. So
Okay, got it. So we got Breck out in front.
Find myself somewhere comfortably in the middle.
Right. Comfortably in the middle. That brings up Grim and Alivor in the rear.
Yes, sir.
All right.
Yeah, it sounds good.
Just a normal wooden shield.
Okay. All right. Well then.
yeah, I'll do that.
Okay. We also have our flying werebat Drex with you guys. And he's going to be flying up a little bit. Now, question before we go in. Did you guys want to hand Drex one of the Vined Wreath Strife Barks?
I don't think it would be a bad idea.
Sounds like a great idea, to be quite honest.
He is a goblin.
Oh, so
And the curse
are we racist
specifically
now? Is that what's
targeting
happening?
goblins. Well, the curse is specifically targeting goblins.
That's true. Okay, I retract my statement, Breck. My
That
apologies.
is,
I guess I could part ways with one of mine.
Your guys' call. You don't need to. Just a question before clarifying question before we get started.
I feel like it will be severely frowned upon if I do not share, so I am going to give him one of mine.
All right. I think that'd be all right for me to head out now. That's
All right, buddy.
Yep. Yeah, I should be good. Sessions going forward. Just in the middle of all this stuff. So.
Of course, man. Yeah, gotta do what you gotta do.
All right. Appreciate it, guys. I'll see you guys in a couple weeks.
later.
Dude.
Bye.
All right. So let me do it this way. Would you guys? I'm doing things a little differently here. Would you guys say that looks good for your marching order? You got Breck, Rufus, Ekamos, Milo, Johnny, Alivor, and Drex.
Yep.
I like where I'm at, yeah.
He's even got it staggered out. That's awesome.
I know what you guys are trying to do. It's been 33 sessions now. I know you're not in a straight line. All right. So let's bring these back here for a minute. So I think let's see here. Now let me do a quick bathroom break before we hop in. I was gonna say now would be a good time for a break, but since we're trying to do stuff as quick as possible, I'm just gonna do a quick bathroom break. If everybody wants to take a minute to do that before we hop in, we'll do that rather than do a full break right now.
Perfect.
Cool. Okay.
So I'm trying to see Ekamos' character sheet, and
Uh-huh.
I can't figure it out.
It won't let you.
Nah,
Okay,
because when I go to the campaign
Uh-huh.
thing, I scroll down to Ekamos Quillen. I can only view his profile. I can't see his character sheet.
Perfect. I just updated that, so you should be able to now. If it's not working still, let me know, but I did switch it to the public option, so you should be able to see it.
Yeah, I'm not able to see
Okay,
it.
all right. Then I will do it. I tried a different option for campaign only, so do a refresh one more time, but if that doesn't work, then no big deal. We will just move forward.
It's probably
He
because
did-
she's probably on private, huh?
Yeah, I think
Yeah, but I
so.
switched it. I have access to that as well.
Oh,
and so I
that's
switched
cool.
it, so I should be, as a DM, that you can just go in and change stuff. So I changed it so it should work, but if not, then totally cool. No worries.
It's not, but he sent me his PDF character sheet.
Oh, dope. Perfect.
So I'll use that.
If that's too much, that's totally okay. Running 2 characters can be a lot.
No, it's fine.
All right, cool. Well then, as you guys travel through this devastating channel here of trees, logs, and just forest that is just destroyed, off in the distance, after traveling for maybe 45, 50 minutes, you hear and feel the ground shake.
Oh. Guys, I was expecting some sort of, like wisp of air type thing. I wasn't expecting something to make the ground shake.
It sounds a little bit more tangible than that, doesn't it?
Yeah, I don't like how that sounds.
Should we maybe take some cover?
You can send Silcine up. I think also, unless if Beals wants to go, but because Beals can turn invisible, I think.
Yeah. 1 second.
Yes, Beals can turn invisible. Sure. Ah! And
send him.
snaps his fingers and runs off. And runs off invisibly. And go. Let's do a couple things actually. Okay, and then that. And what Beelzebub would see as he moves forward, what Ekamos would see through Beelzebub's eyes would be this large being of energy, 30 to 35 to 40 feet tall. Can't really tell from Beelzebub's short stature, with large 4 arms that are sticking out from its side, that is just crashing through trees as it walks by. It is turned the other way from where Beelzebub is at, and doesn't seem to notice him.
Ekmos would just relay the information that that there's a very large being down there.
So, how do we want to approach this, guys?
Let me show you what Beelzebub's.
Oh, God. I don't believe guns ablazing is a.
Oh, anyways, I just started blasting.
Exactly.
I genuinely have no idea what we're gonna do against
No.
a 30-foot tall being of energy.
I don't know about you guys, but I'm getting like some mad Avatar Last Airbender spirit episode vibes coming from this.
And if I remember that episode correctly, she got whooped, okay? And now I'm scared.
Oh
Holy
my
shit.
God.
I want to see.
It's got
Wait,
two
can we see
different
all
colored
its
arms.
arms?
It's got 4 arms, dude.
Yeah.
What?
They're all different colors. That's good.
Oh my god.
Bodes well for us.
As it moves, it just breaks through a tree with one of the arms and moves forward.
Guys, what the fuck? What did we sign up? Why did we say yes to this?
Just looking around, for a nature spirit, he has zero regard for what's around him.
He's not very nature spirited, is he?
Look at these trees, man. Look at all the damage he's done.
Well, you got to remember, he is corrupt.
I genuinely have no idea how to tackle this problem. Both in game and me have no idea what we're gonna do.
So,
I think
here's a thought. We don't have to, but we can leave.
I think that would only cause more problems in the future if we just leave and abandon this.
Well, the only thought behind leaving is we go tackle the Yanti situation, and that might free the spirit since they're the one doing all the fucky shit. That's the only reasoning I have for behind that, but that is a big if.
But what if it doesn't work?
I know that's the only thing.
And then we're not feeling too great after. Say we get our asses kicked a little bit,
Exactly.
and we got to fight this thing at maybe a quarter power.
Yeah, I know. And then the flip side of that coin is helping this could help us defeat the Yanti guys too. So.
And don't forget, we still got all that magic bark.
Yeah, the bark.
God.
I feel like if I wanted to use the bark, I'd want to use it on this guy personally,
Yeah.
and not just the non-T guys or the goblin.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I think going now fresh against this thing, while we're still at 100%, this is probably the best time to do it.
Aliboy just starts limbering up. Oh God. Oh Lord.
Breck, you got
Just doing toe touches.
doing a few shakes, just shaking it out. Oh God.
you got any ideas, Breck? I don't know. It seems like maybe nature. You think there's any specific angle you want to take with this?
I was just gonna kind of walk right up to it.
Oh.
Very direct angle. Got it. Hardly an angle at all.
Hey, going forward, still an angle, right?
I mean, I kind of dig it. What do you
Even
guys
triangles have angles.
feel? No matter how obtuse they might seem.
Yeah.
I'm gonna take a step to the side and I'm gonna hide.
Yeah, I will.
I got your back,
flank.
sort of. More like I got your.
I mean, if you guys want me to approach it differently, feel free to say so.
Let me see.
What if me and Drex get its attention and you guys
Ambush.
get it from the back?
Yeah. I'm all for the ambush. I'm all for
Kind of
it.
like that.
I'm not gonna
Drex
lie.
has a look on his face of like, fuck you for suggesting that.
Look,
I'm not
I'm just
gonna lie.
saying,
You guys
we can fly.
I really like the Breck idea. For some reason, I just feel like he's so approachable. He might be able to say something really nice to it. It's like, oh yeah, go ahead and go on through.
I have a feeling that might not work.
Well, with that attitude, nothing's gonna work.
Yeah.
Yeah, you know what? You're right. Let's do it.
And then I give Breck a good old pat on the shoulder and go ahead and take you some bardic inspiration, Breck, because you're gonna need it.
I'm also going to cast a Shield of Faith on myself.
Understood.
And into the bushes I try to slink.
Okay, so there's a little bit of change in what the two sneaky guys are doing. Are you guys both going off to left or right, or one of you on each side, or how you doing?
I was thinking one each side,
Okay.
Hence remove that.
All right. We got some bushes on the left side. We've got some rocks on the right side.
I want the rocks. Dibs on the rocks.
I'll take the bushes.
You can have concealment. I want cover.
All
He's
right.
sneakier, so he can hopefully.
You guys walk up to.
Okay.
Sorry, go ahead. No, go ahead.
No,
Yeah,
before anything
please.
kicks off and stuff like that, the way I'd like to, as soon as there's combat to start, I'd like to hold an action to give Breck haste
Okay.
immediately. And then if there's a way that I can just start this combat with mirror image as well, that would be great. Just like have them both on dab, but
You can't hold both.
okay,
If you cast the mirror image beforehand and it doesn't require concentration,
it does
then
not. Yeah.
then you can do that. but you can't hold 2 spells.
Yeah, I think as soon as Breck starts to walk out there to confront this thing, I think I'm going to float up 30 back and 30 up, and then initiate Mirror Image, and then cast as soon as combat goes Haste on Breck.
Okay, got it. And what's the duration on Mirror Image?
They are a minute apiece.
A minute apiece.
That's why I want to do it like as soon as things get hot.
Okay, so if you're doing it before and combat starts for Mirror Image, but as Breck is moving up, I would say that would probably be, for the distance you guys are at, that would probably be 12 seconds worth, so 2 rounds of the 10 rounds you have for Mirror Image.
I will take that.
Okay, got it. All right, then what I'm going to do here, you went 30 back and 30 up.
How tall is this dude?
About 35 feet, 40 feet.
Give me a solid 40. Yeah, give me 40 feet then. 45 feet.
All right.
I want to be like 15 feet away from his arms.
Remember your elevation. But we
45
got
feet.
you on the fly stand. All right, so we're going to move this down a little bit here, adjust things. I think that should be good to get the whole field.
The size of this guy is absurd.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my god.
All right, Breck. So you begin to move forward. Is anybody moving forward with Breck, or is it just solo Breck going up to stand in front of this thing and, say, "Hey, what's up"?
I am gonna
I'll
follow.
be like a little behind him, but like to the side. But I'm definitely hiding. Like I'm Homer Simpsoning so hard right now.
Yes.
All right.
Same.
So what I'll say is, from the 2 sneaking, go ahead and give me stealth checks.
Mm-hmm. Oh, there we go. It's going to be 24 for Alivor.
Okay.
22 for Grim.
Okay. And then reminder for Milo, for holding the spell to start, you won't have your reaction for the first round of combat till it gets to be your turn for holding the spell.
Seems pointed, but I'll take it.
All
And then
right.
I'll also activate my boots so that it gives me a +8 or a 1d8 to my initiative
Very
once
nice.
we roll.
Okay, got it. I would say about the point where Breck gets here. Moving out. And Milo, you said you were flying behind as well?
Yeah, about like 45 feet behind him.
Drex, moving up a bit. Here, Milo, you said 40 behind Breck. All right. So it would be about where things are set up here, where this thing would finally turn around and just look down at all of you approaching it.
I was gonna say I wanted to be up like 10 or 15 feet flying above, not like
Above.
at it, but like above Breck, but
Okay.
10 or 15 feet above where its height ends. And then
Okay.
I was gonna have Ekamos over on the right behind that rock as well,
Okay.
holding Eldritch Blast.
Right.
If it's within 120 feet, or waiting for it to get within range, of course.
Great. Okay. So as it turns, it begins to step towards all of you, and you feel almost like the air is heavy. Breck, it sees you looking up at it, a avatar of Melora's vengeance and protection. It looks and just stands over you with its 4 arms out. What do you do?
I am going to point at it with the pink crystal on the bottom of my mace. And I'm going to say, look at this devastation. You are weak.
And with that, it reaches all 4 hands up and pushes them down into the ground, and you see it absorbing the energy of the land, stands back up, and you don't feel a roar as if there's sound, but it moves its body with all 4 arms back like it is yelling at you, and you all feel like there is a wind that is 100 miles per hour rushing past you. let's go ahead and roll some initiative.
Yep.
I think we've got a couple held spells, a haste, and an Eldritch Blast.
That is definitely not what I thought you were gonna say. That took me off guard.
This thing is supposed to protect this forest, man.
Yeah, you said you were weak. I said, oh no.
Hey, you
Just wanna-
suck.
Dude, that's a boss move for sure.
What's initiative? +1. Shit.
All right, so Milo, your haste goes off. That's easy enough. And then I'll roll the Eldritch Blast for Ekmos here.
Oh, okay, that works.
You can roll it with. Actually, you have the modifier. If you just want to roll it, that's fine.
Yeah.
Like roll. Yeah. Go
Yeah,
for it.
yeah. So 2 of them, right? Because
Yes.
he shoot 2. Cool.
2 of them, and then the damage is 1d10 plus 4 if they hit.
So the first one is going to be 18 to hit,
Yeah, that hits.
and then the next one is going to be 18 again.
Both hits.
All right, D8. Or no, D10. My bad.
D10 plus 4 for both.
First one is going to be 7,
Okay.
and then the next one is going to be 13.
Nice. Total of 20. Very nice. Okay, cool. So I will note that damage for when we get started here. I'm showing 18 inish for Milo. How about Breck?
I got a 9.
9. Alivor?
9.
Rufus.
It's going to be 20.
Nice. Ekmos? What'd you get for him?
3.
Ouch. It's alright to have a healer going late, though. How about Grim?
22.
22. Nice.
How long is it?
All right.
Yeah, I'll miss that. Screw Wookiee.
Johnny Grimm, you're starting us off. You are currently back here hidden behind this tree.
Okay, I'm going to take a shot at it with a. Buttons are some ass. Okay, so I'm going to. Okay. So you let me know if this is not possible, because I know I technically just got it, but I do have the new ring that I just got. It does say I have to attune to it. But would that be something that we would have?
That's fine. The intent was for you guys to have that stuff before combat.
Yeah.
So if you had wanted to, that's fine. Yeah.
Okay, cool. So I'm gonna
I
try
figured
it
that's
out.
what you guys were doing.
Yeah, I'm gonna try it out. I'm gonna use a charge, and I'm gonna hit it with an excruciating arrow that will inflict massive pain, having the target's movement speed until
Nice.
the end of my next turn.
Okay, go ahead and roll the attack.
Here we go.
And you would get advantage because you're hidden.
We love that. I'll definitely take the first one. 18 plus 7.
Yeah, that hits for sure.
Okay, so it's just the normal damage. Its movement speed is just halved.
Oh, okay, got it. So go ahead and roll. You do get sneak attack damage on that.
Perfect. So we'll do 9 points of piercing damage with that, plus sneak attack. $17 points of sneak attack.
Nice. Okay.
How much was your regular damage?
9.
9 plus 17? Cool thing.
9 plus 17. And then, yeah, I'll use the excruciating charge. So it's the creature's movement is halved until my next turn, until the end of my next turn.
Okay, got it. Very cool. You see the arrows go through and push into whatever magical energy makes up the body of this creature.
And then I will. Then I'll use a cunning action to hide again.
Okay, go ahead and roll that stealth check.
Holy shit. 28.
Yeah, you seem pretty hidden. Everybody loses track of Grim.
Yeah,
All
that
right.
is my turn.
Got it. That takes us. Actually, you know what? Okay, let me count you something here. 60. So it is going to take the green arm and put it back into the ground, and you see almost roots coming out of its arm. And it doesn't know exactly where you are, but it is going to use a legendary action to summon a fiery thorn elemental near your last known location.
Oh no. Get away.
Oh, fuck.
God.
All right, Rufus, you are up.
All right. How far away from it am I right now?
Right now, you are 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30 feet away.
All right. Well, let's see. Fuck. I am going to. Should I do something incredibly stupid? I think I should. You said I was 30 feet away?
Yes, sir.
All right. I am going to get within melee range and hit it a couple times with the quarterstaff.
Got it. You fly in and get within 5 feet.
Okay. Damn. It's gonna be a 16 to hit for the first one.
A 16 hits. It's a big ass beast, dude.
And then the second one is 13 to hit.
13 does not hit.
Fuck. All right, that's fine. That's fine. This one is a D8, I believe. Yes. Okay, it's gonna be 9 points of damage,
Okay, nice.
and I am going to Stunning Strike.
Okay, con save, right?
That. Let me get back down to it. Yes, con 14.
Con 14. It fails the save, however, it is immune to being stunned.
Damn. Alrighty then.
Normally, you're used to going at creatures with bodies where you can interrupt the ki flowing through them to get them paralyzed. But in this creature made of pure divine will, you're not able to find the same points of ki.
Okay. Then I'm going to do. Should I do that? Actually, maybe I shouldn't do that. This I believe is a bonus action. Yes, it is. In that case, I will do. Where is that? Key fueled attacks, which is if you spend 1 key point or more as part of your action on your turn, you can make 1 attack with an unarmed strike or a monk weapon.
Yeah, go for it.
As a bonus action. Ah, shit. You know what? Never mind. I'm not going to do that because that's as a bonus action.
Okay.
So I'm just going to Misty Step out of there.
Oh, shit, nice. Are you staying flying? Just going 30 feet out?
I'm going 30 feet up.
30 feet up. So you're going to go through. Oh, shit, okay. So that'll put you about 70 feet up in the air currently.
That is fine with me. And then I used 30 feet of movement to get there. Went 30 feet up.
Yep.
So I have 30... I think I have 15 feet of movement left.
That's my count too, yeah.
Yeah, so I'm going to move 15 feet back towards Breck.
Okay.
While staying at the same height.
Yeah. All right. 15 up 70 feet high. Got it. All right, anything else for your turn?
Nope, that's it.
All right. It is going to be the Fiery Thorn Elemental next. It is going to move over here. And knowing its quarry was in the area, it is going to jump and put itself over the bush, catching it on fire. So, Grim, you're hiding there. It is now on fire.
We're not leveling up.
Love that. It's getting hot in here.
Milo, you're up next.
Okay, if I could, I think I'm going to leave Blot where I'm at right now,
Okay.
and I'm going to move 30 feet diagonally forward from my angle.
With left or right?
To the right, sorry. Diagonally, yeah, that.
20, 25, 30.
And then I'd like to send Silsey in the opposite direction diagonally.
Okay.
So it creates like a little triangle right there.
Still some here.
She's got 30 movement.
Okay. So get her with you. And let's get Blot in there where you were. Okay. 20, 25, 30. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Okay, got it.
And then I'm going to flourish my Wand of Magic Missile and fire off a single charge.
Okay, yeah, go ahead and roll a d4. See where that goes.
Okay, hold on just a second. With the wand, only you can use. So the first level, so I still get 3 missiles.
Yeah, 3 darts. Yeah,
Okay.
first level's always 3 darts.
Okay. All right, it's going to be 11 points of force damage.
Okay, nice. As the darts go in, hitting the spirit of the forest.
And that's it.
Okay. It is now the spirit's turn.
Oh boy.
It does have half damage, or excuse me, half movement. Let's see here.
We'll take half damage as well, you know.
Well. So, and Rufus, you're at 70 feet, right?
Yes, 70 feet up,
Okay.
and then 15 feet towards Brett.
So we're gonna go, let's see, we got 5, 10, 15. All right. Breck, it gets within about 15 feet of you. And you see it reach out with its long arms, swinging down at you, the only person it can reach with its movement. It's going to take 3 pseudopod attacks against you.
Remember, you got haste up.
I'm happy to explain.
Oh, shit. First one's a natural 20.
I don't have a reaction for that.
Silvery barbs.
Milo, you do have a reaction because your turn has happened.
Oh, okay. Well, then I would do it if you already
But if
got it.
Alvor's doing it.
Yeah,
okay.
I
was
I'll
gonna
get
say,
the next
like-
one, man.
Alright.
I'll hit the first one. Silvery barbs.
Okay, so that's a 23 to hit otherwise.
That does not hit.
Oh, shit.
I have a 24 with the Shield of Faith.
Fuck, Breck brings his shield up, and as this giant pseudopod arm that is larger than all of you combined swings down at him, you see this pink energy of the Wild Mother go over his shield, and he just withstands through it as the pseudopod washes over him. Second attack, that one is going to be a 17 to hit. And then third attack, that one is a 28 to hit.
I'm going to cast Shield.
All
And that
right,
gives me a
so
29 AC.
so with that, the other pseudopod comes down trying to hit Breck, and he from the other side brings up with a shield that blocks another one with the Wild Mother's magic blocking her champion.
What a
You are
badass.
terrifying.
Savage.
Oh my god.
Fucking A.
I'm gonna put that advantage onto Rufus from the silvery bar.
Okay, got it. All right, that is the end of the spirit's turn. It is Alivor's turn next.
All right, we're gonna go ahead and let's see here. You know what? Fuck it. We're gonna hit it with a dissonant whispers
Okay.
at 3rd level.
Nice.
All right, so I need him to make a wisdom saving throw.
I get it from being a very.
That is going to be a 22.
Yeah, god damn it. All right, well, regardless. So he takes half damage, right?
Yes.
Fine. So 7 points of
Okay,
psychic
nice.
damage. Oh, that's not.
Did you say psychic damage? Okay, got it.
Yes.
Okay, no, normal damage.
Okay. Okay. And am I still hidden, or do I need to hide?
After attacking, you would not be hidden.
All right, I am going to bonus action hide again.
Okay. Go ahead and roll a stealth check.
Oh, that's in that one.
Oh.
Ooh. For a total of 10.
Okay. That you tried to hide for sure.
I sure did. Dice jail.
At the end of your turn, he's going to do the same thing. He's going to use his other legendary reaction for a forest helper attack and summon a fiery thorn elemental next to you and Ekamos.
Oh, lovely.
All right, Breck, you're up next. We got Ekamos on deck.
I am going to use my bonus action to put Hexblade's Curse on it.
Okay.
And then I'm going to step up if I'm not already within 5 feet and attack at the ankles with the mace.
You would have to move up 15 feet, but you can do so.
All right, let's do it. That's a 12.
A 12 does not hit, unfortunately.
All right. Coming after him again. Oh, so that's a 19, but since I have the Hexblade's Curse, that's a crit.
Oh, nice. Hell yeah.
So I'm going to add a 2nd level smite to that.
Nice.
So that is 8 points of bludgeoning damage.
Okay.
And and 28 points of radiant damage.
Shit, so 36 total. Got it.
And then I am going to end my turn right there.
Okay. Ekamos is up next.
All right. So, is it within? I think it was 90 feet
Of you?
of the thing of Ekamos.
Oh, I see. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55, 60. Yeah.
So Ekamos is going to cast Hex.
Okay.
And it's going to be, I believe, disadvantage on, where is it at? It's going to be disadvantage on Dex.
Okay, got it.
And then I believe that was an action. Or no, that's bonus action, casting Hex.
Mm-hmm.
So for the action, it's going to be Eldritch Blasts times
Eldritch
2.
Blast. Gotta go and roll them.
Sorry, I'm not used to looking at PDFs, classic,
Totally.
classic character sheets. 18 plus 7.
Yeah, definitely hits.
That's going to be 10 points of damage.
got it.
And then the next one, oh shit, nat 1.
Oh, that definitely does not hit.
Goes a little bit wide.
Got it.
That one that did hit gets hexed though, still, right?
Yeah. Oh yeah, plus the what is it? 6 points or is it a roll?
D6. Yeah.
Plus a D6. So plus 3 points of
Nice.
Of damage.
Hell yeah. You guys have dealt a shitload of damage to this thing already. All right. Anything else?
That's gonna be his turn.
Okay. Oh, that's right. 2. Okay. Let me check something real quick here. All right. Okay, got it. Back up to the top. Grim, what are you doing?
Do I still have like a little fire dude next to me? I can't.
There is a
can't
little
tell.
fire dude next to you. Yeah, absolutely. And the bush you were in is on fire. So you're actually going to take
Sick.
6 points of fire damage.
Sick. And then, how close is that fire dude to me?
Oh, it's 5 feet from you, yeah.
Oh, he's right there. He's on me. Okay, alright, okay. So what I'm gonna do is get this fire dude off. Yeah, I'm just gonna take 2 attacks on this dude with my daggers.
Sure. Yeah, go ahead
First
and
one.
roll a couple attacks.
15 plus 8 for the first.
Definitely hits. Yeah.
So that is it's a little bit mixed up. 8 points of damage for the first.
Nice, okay. When you hit it, you take 3 points of fire damage.
Awesome. And then the second attack. Oof. A 13.
A 13 does not hit.
Okay. Well, and with that, I am going to use my cunning action to disengage away
Okay.
from these fools.
Not a bad idea. Where are you going?
Just one step, like one little square back, and all the way as far as to the right that I can get.
Okay, so we got 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. You got 30 feet of movement, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, that is where you can go.
Perfect. That's my turn.
All right.
And how much, because you said once I hit him, I take fire damage again?
Yes, I believe that it was another 3 points of fire damage.
Okay, cool. Yep, that's my turn.
Okay, got it. Is it gonna do that yet? I don't think so. Some more people over there.
And then also don't forget the creature's movement is not halved anymore.
Okay,
So-
perfect. Thank you.
So it's at the end of my turn.
All right, let me check something here. 5, 10, 15, 20. Okay. At the end of its turn, at the end of your turn, Grim, it is going to use its second legendary action that it has, and it is going to Arboreal Shift. You see the form of this creature just almost dissolve into the ground. And you see webs and roots of energy move across the ground. It completely disappears and moves 60 feet reappearing by this group over here. Ekamos has dealt the most damage to it so far, or hit it the most time so far with the Eldritch Blast. With the others being over there as well, it's a juicy area for it to go. Rufus, you are up next, 70 feet in the air.
Fuck. All right. Well, I can't let it go after my bestest friend ever. So I'm gonna haul ass over there. Where's 45 feet get me?
35 gets you to it, but then you'd have to go down as well. So you would get to 60 feet?
Away from it.
Oh, I'm sorry?
Away from it?
Oh, you meant away from it?
No. Like, I'm currently 60 feet away from it?
No, I see what you're saying. No. So this would put you 5 feet away from it in terms of, like, how close you are horizontally, but you would have to use 10 feet to go down on top of that. So you would be 5 feet away from it, but about 20 feet over it.
Okay.
Does that make
perfect.
sense? Okay,
That's
cool.
exactly where I want to be. So
Okay.
I'm 20 feet away from it, basically.
Yes. If you were right over it, you'd be like 15 feet away.
Yeah. I am going to... Oh, man. Yeah, I'm going to Radiant Sunbolt it twice.
Okay, yeah, roll some attacks.
First one is 18 to hit.
An 18 hits, yeah.
And the second one is... 14 plus 8. Fucking 20...
Yeah,
what is that?
that
20 something.
Yeah.
So both of those are going to be... one is 9 points of damage.
Okay.
And the next one is 10 points of damage.
Okay.
And then I am going to do it another 2 times. Bonus action.
Shit, nice.
Another 2 times. 15 plus 8
Hit.
to hit. And then 8 plus 6. What is that? Fucking 8, 9, 10, 12. 14 to hit.
A 14 misses.
Shit. Okay, well, the first one... Oh my god. 6 points of damage.
Okay.
And then I'm gonna squawk at it, just trying to get its attention away from the folks over there.
Okay, got it. Okay, Milo, you're up. Oh, I'm sorry. Actually, that's not true. These are in here, so these. What you got?
I had advantage on one of those, didn't I? From the silvery barbs.
I believe you did. So if you want to, well, it would have been the first one that you hit. So you can roll with it to see if you get a crit.
Yeah, I'll see if I can get a crit on that. No, I definitely didn't.
Okay, got it. All right. So before Milo, it is going to be the first thorny fire element, or excuse me, fiery thorn elemental. Get the right order here. And it's going to go follow the one that it was sent to chase. 10, 15, 20. Johnny Graham.
Oh, leave me alone.
And that is going to be a 14 to hit.
Misses.
Oh, nice. Okay. All right, that is all it can do. Now we're at Milo's turn.
Man, I don't know if this is gonna work. I am going to try and vortex warp the big guy back in front of Breck.
Okay.
Actually, man, hold on a second. Can you explain what we know about the bark real quick?
What you know about the bark?
Yeah, like, I know that this dude's got the 40 DC, which is explained on the item, right?
Right, and so more damage done to it brings that DC down, and the more pieces of bark you use at the same time...
brings the DC down.
Exactly. You guys have done a hell of a lot of damage to it.
That's what I'm kind of wondering right now, yeah.
How's it look?
You have no idea. There's no blood, so...
No context. No frame of reference here.
As bad as I hate to say it, keep him here.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
No.
Gotcha. I think.
Much.
Okay, so hold on a second. Let's see.
I mean, you can warp them away.
I am going to within 20 feet. I'd like to get within 20 feet of him,
Okay.
and I'm going to hold my action to crack this bark when somebody kind of tells me to.
You're going 20 feet. How high are you right now?
I believe I was at 45 feet.
45 feet. Okay, so to get within 20, you would have to go down about 10 feet. Down to 35 would put you right at its head. And then where you're at now would be 20 feet away.
Okay. All right, and
Okay.
I'm using the reaction in my action, which gives me a bonus action, which I think, can I do anything with that? No, I'm set.
Okay. Next is the Fiery Thorn Elemental. And it is going to make its attack here against Ekamos. And that is a 12 to hit against Ekamos.
That does not hit.
Okay, so little fiery guy, do not hit there. It is back to the spirit's turn.
Lovely.
And there are 3 here, and I think that is what it would do. 15, 30. Okay. So it's going to use a pseudopod attack on each Milo, Alivor, and Ekamos. There will be movement in between there, but it's going to do Ekamos first. That is a 22 to hit.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. It's going to be 26 points of bludgeoning damage to Ekamos.
All right.
It
That's a lot.
Moves up 5 feet and kind of steps over the thorny fiery elemental that it has summoned, making its second pseudopod attack against Alivor.
Yep.
And that one is a 25 to hit.
Yeah, that hits. Oh my god.
And you take 29 points of bludgeoning damage.
You know, we love it. You love to see it.
Bring it on.
Bonk. Bonk.
And then moves over to Milo next.
Just close my eyes.
15, and then another 10. So it's going to end up kind of over here a little bit. When it's finally done. No.
Oh god.
I'm not going to be able to do that all the way, so it's just going to go right there. But Milo, it moves within 15 feet, and you can see now how far out these pseudopods can actually extend. This creature does seem to have a 15-foot reach.
I miscalculated.
And against you is going to be a 19 to hit.
That does hit.
Okay.
Yes. I'm holding that action, man.
Yeah, 14. Take 34 points of bludgeoning damage.
No, I also have mirror image on, so like.
Oh yeah, roll that d8.
Yeah.
See if it hits you or hits that. That's very important.
Yes. I did this for a reason. It's a 1. How does that work? Mirror image. If you have 3 duplicates, I must roll a 6 or higher. Oh crap! So it does hit me.
Okay. 34 points of damage, Milo.
34. Okay.
No.
I also need you to roll a
Constitution
DC
save.
17 con save to see if you keep up haste on Breck.
Dirty 20.
Okay, you do make the save. I also saw your message for Breck. Will actually, you know what? If you want to roll that now, let's just resolve that now for your hasted tech.
Oh, for haste? Oh, I'm
Yeah.
not too worried about it. That's on me. I should
Okay.
remember that.
Okay, cool. All right, I'll let it ride then. So then that is going to be, I believe, the end of its turn. Yeah. That takes us to Alvar next.
Lovely. Now, boys, I don't know when we're gonna crack this bark, but we need to do it soon. I'm gonna unsheath both of my beautiful swords, and I am gonna utter my phrase to make it my sworn enemy with my burning heart.
Got it.
And I'm going to go sweep swipe, try and hit it with both of my my silken spite and my burning heart.
And actually, let's see here. Where you were at, you would have started your turn, let's say about 10 feet away.
Mm-hmm.
So at the beginning of your turn, you feel, being within 10 feet at the start, you regain 5 points of hit points.
Whoa!
Nice.
Look at that. Weird. I'm still gonna smack it, but
Smack it.
or try to smack it at least.
And you see that as you grow, some of this extra energy flows back to it as well.
Oh, I don't like that. All right. Well. All right. First off, yuck. That's going to be a 14 for the silken spite.
That misses.
Yuck. All right. Well, 2-weapon fighting, and then coming in with the burning heart.
Okay.
That is a natural 20
Nice.
for a total of 27.
Okay.
All right. So how do we
over here?
Do that again?
So that's doubling all your dice,
Doubling
and
all
then
my
add
dice.
the modifier.
Okay. Is someone would sneak attack work on this thing?
Nobody's within 5 feet.
Shoot.
So I don't think so.
Well, I'm still gonna burn some psychic blades on it as well.
Sure.
And would it double the psychic blades damage or just the original attack damage?
It should double the psychic blades damage as well. Yeah.
All right, let me get some dice rolled, and I will double everything.
Not
Beautiful.
for right now, but check into that next time to make sure that you don't have to declare that before you attack. If not, then it's just like smite, and you can choose to add it even if you crit or not. But
I think
for next time we'll look.
It says when you hit a creature.
Oh, okay, great. Yeah, then you're good. It's like a smite, so you can choose to do it after. Yeah.
Yep. Okay, so initially it's gonna take. Oh my goodness. It's 8 points of piercing.
Okay.
This isn't doubled. So 8 points of piercing. 4 points of fire, and then for psychic blades, it's going to be. Where's it? Damn, low rolls. 3, 6. 8 points of psychic. So what was that?
Okay.
It was 8, 4, and 8, right? 8, 16, 20.
Okay.
So 40 points of damage overall.
Okay.
If it's all doubled.
So with 40 points of damage, yeah, man, that's a good hit. You shoot up at it, and it just like you see it kind of start to roll and become unstable in its magical nature.
Like to yell out to the crew, we might want to use those barks soon. As I'm just like at its feet, just like
Okay. All right. Is that the end of your turn?
Do I still have movement?
Yes, so you would have had to move up 10 feet to get within melee distance for you. So you would still have 20 feet.
I will use my... Can I still use cutting action, right, to disengage?
I think you have a bonus action still.
I believe so. Where the hell are my bonus actions? Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, wait,
Then
no,
yeah.
you bonus action.
Oh.
No, you bonus action 2-weapon fighting.
Oh, okay. Is that what...
Yeah, because you missed the Silken Spite, and so you did bonus action the hit that did all the damage.
Oh, yep. Never mind then.
Yep.
All right, well, I guess I'm at its feet. I'm not moving.
Not moving?
No, because it's
Okay.
going to get an opportunity, and I don't want to get bonked.
Well, because you dealt the threshold for this ability,
Oh.
you dealt 40 damage to it, and in turn, it's going to trigger its legendary action. It's going to use 2 legendary actions to use its solar protection ability. You see the arm that has not been used yet, the orange one up at the top, start to lift rather than go down into the soil, and you see this solar radiant energy leaving the trees, leaving the moss and grasses on the ground, and going above this hand. He then takes the hand and points it down at his chest, and everybody feels and hears boom as a huge beam of radiation goes out towards Alivor.
Oh.
Alivor does roll here. Does a 24 hit you?
Yes.
I need Ekamos to roll a dexterity saving throw also, as he is in the line of this solar protection ability.
Okay. Dex saving throw.
Dex save. Now, this is save or suck. If he saves, he dodges the blast entirely. If he doesn't, then he takes the hit as well.
Oh no. Is it 2?
Oh.
We just had to say we're controlling his character. We just had to say it. Alright. I gotta use a computer for this one.
Oh shit.
Oh.
That's a lot of clicks.
That's a lot of clicks. All right, let's get the log pulled up here.
Oh my god.
Oh my god.
Alivor and
Shut up.
Ekamos both take 57 points of damage.
Fuck.
Well, I guess you guys already know what that outcome is.
I'm going to save that screenshot of that roll to show you guys, because Alivor, if you take all of your hit points in damage over what you have, you are instantly killed.
Wait, okay, so explain that to me real quick.
So,
What you currently have, or in total?
so if you take 41 points on one hit after you've gone to 0, on the same hit you went to 0, you die instantly.
Okay, how many points was it?
57.
Oh my! You see my health, right?
One
so I have
hit point
one
away.
Hit. I had 17.
One
guys. My
hit
total
point
was 58.
away. 1 hit point away from instantly dying.
Instant.
So what was the
my
the total?
Fucking god!
57 points
57.
of radiant
So-
damage.
So
Apply your max hit points
yeah.
and add that to the current hit points that you have, and if that number is under 57,
Yeah, Ekamos should be fine. I don't.
Yeah,
I don't
Ekamos
think
is
that
fine.
takes him down. Yeah,
Yeah. No.
he's not fine, but he's not down.
Oh, he's unconscious.
Oh,
He's not dead.
shit.
All right, so that is its legendary. Both of its legendary actions at the end of that turn.
God damn.
Breck, you are up next.
Oh,
Man, that really threw a wrench into my plan.
So haste just gives me an extra action, right?
You also get extra speed, I believe. Milo, you got the
Yes,
details
I
on that.
do. So let's see. Until the spell ends, your speed is doubled. You get a +2 to your AC. You have advantage on dexterity saving throws. You gain an additional action on each of your turns. That action can be used only to take the attack action, dash, disengage, hide, or use an object.
Oh my fucking god!
I like that last part is pretty significant, I think. When it goes down, you get lethargy or something like that. I can't remember.
You get a level of exhaustion.
Yeah, for like a turn?
A minute, I believe.
All right. Well, how far am I? 50 feet away from Alivor?
So you are 5. If you went straight across 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50.
You are like exactly 50 away.
Yeah, you want to put me right up next to him?
Yeah.
I am going to use
Right under its feet.
20 points of lay on hands on Alvor.
Oh, so just I am back conscious. Thank fucking God. Oh my God. Oh, that 5 points saved me.
Fuck.
Oh my God.
And then I am going to use my bonus action to drop my Shield of Faith and use Channel Divinity, Fury of the Tides.
Okay.
And I am going to attack with my mace.
Okay. Go ahead and roll some attacks.
I'm going to assume a 10 probably doesn't hit.
It does not hit, unfortunately.
All right. Well, then I'm going to attack again. Ooh. That one is a 26 to hit.
26 does hit.
All right. So he takes 10 points of bludgeoning damage, and I push him 10 feet away from the downed people.
Oh, shit. Okay. So that'll push him 5, 10 back that way.
He's just so big.
Oh shit.
And that is the end of my turn.
And you said how many points of damage?
10 points of bludgeoning damage.
Okay, got
Oh,
it.
and then he takes an extra 2 for the water
Okay,
on the Channel Divinity.
got it.
Well,
So you push this thing back, and as you hit it, the crystal on the bottom of your mace begins to glow, and you shoot it up, and what is normally a small jet for a regular humanoid becomes a tidal wave of water that pushes up, and it disapparates before it hits the ground, but you push back this giant being that is a perversion of the will of Melora. And it begins, as your crystal kind of now glows, it's getting brighter and brighter with a pulsing. You can kind of see the inside of this spirit now also matching that glow. When it is kind of unstable on its surface and starting to roil and ripple with more waves.
I think we're getting close, guys.
I hope. Oh God, I hope.
And then I'm going to hang out right there.
Okay, got it. Ekimos is up next.
Saving throw.
No, he's alive.
He's at 0.
How much?
Yeah.
Oh, you
was
were
at-
tracking other hits. That's right. So
Yeah.
I marked it on the D&D character sheet, but I didn't realize the other hits. All right, yeah, go ahead and roll a death saving throw for him.
Woo! That's an 11.
That is a success. That takes us back up to the top of initiative. Grim, what would you like to do?
Are we cracking this glow stick yet, or are we still holding off?
No, I'm ready and waiting.
Yeah, Milo's holding an action to do it.
Okay.
Is it an action or a bonus action to do it?
Action.
Fuck.
Are we cracking 2 on this guy or just 1?
I would like to crack multiples.
Yeah, I think cracking multiple is a good idea.
Okay,
But-
so Josh,
Do we have
you
to
said
be
there's
within like
We have to be
certain-
within
20
20
feet.
feet.
you said there's like a hole, like he's like, is he like busted open? Like there's a
Not
visible
busted
hole in
open,
this
it's
guy?
just starting to be unstable. You start to see like part of the body just like whiffs off and kind of just disapparates. It is just very unstable is what it looks like. It looks like it's trying to keep itself together.
I don't even know how this little glow stick thing works. Like just crack it and set it.
Just wait for us to do it.
I was gonna say.
Okay. Right,
So just to
I
go
hold.
over what Milo's doing, he's holding an action for when somebody else does it. So if both of you are holding your action until somebody else does it, Rufus is next, and then Milo. So if Rufus does it, then then you guys would have 3 cracks at once, but you all have to do it simultaneously. So you'd have to hold your action to do that.
Yeah, we're not doing that. I don't want to do that. So I'm going to take the opportunity attacks from these little flame guys. I'm going to run straight to Ekimos.
Okay. So first opportunity attack. That one is going to be a 24 to hit.
Yep, that hits.
Okay, so that is going to be 8 points of piercing damage, and then 3 points of fire damage on top of that.
Okay.
Ouch.
So you're trying to get to Ekamos. Let's go 5, 10. You go around 15, 20, 25, 30 gets you here if you're avoiding the opportunity attack.
Nope, I'm going straight through whatever
okay.
the shortest path
All right,
is.
so that's 10, 15, 20, 25, 30 puts you 15 feet away from Ekamos.
Okay.
But you will
and
take
then
an
I'll
opportunity
use-
attack.
Yeah, so that's movement. I'll use my action to dash towards him.
Okay. If you're using your action to dash, then or are you using action or bonus action?
I'm using my action to dash. Well,
Action
I
to
mean,
dash.
so the goal is I have one potion in my possession. That's pretty much it from what I start off with, like a little tiny guy. But I do
Got it.
have fast hands, and I can use my bonus action granted to me by cunning action to make a sleight of hand check, use thieves' tools, disarm traps or open locks, and
Okay.
use an object action.
Okay. The reason I ask is because typically the ruling I go with is it's a bonus action to take a potion yourself and an action to give it to somebody else. But you
Okay.
can bonus action dash, avoid the opportunity attack, and action give the potion to him with the resources you have.
Let's do it. Let's do all that. I like that.
Yeah.
That's a much better option.
Totally.
I want to let you do what you want to do, but I also am like, hey, you're also
Yeah,
looking
yeah,
for the
yeah.
solution. I don't want to, penalize you when you have the ability to do it.
Right. Yeah, I'm just trying to force a freaking healing potion down his throat.
You can do it. Yeah, go ahead and roll 2d4 plus 2, and Ekamos will be up. The
Thank
other
God.
opportunity attack, that is a 23 to hit, which will be 7 piercing and 5 fire this time.
Fuck. That is 9 points of healing for Ekimo.
Okay, Ekamos gets 9 points of healing. He doesn't wake up with a
And-
breath, but he does wake up.
And that's my turn.
All right, that takes us to Rufus next.
Okay. Fuck. I am going to do something reckless, but it's okay. I am going to. Can I manage to fly to the other side of it?
How high up are you right now?
I think I was still.
I think
What
you were
was it?
60
25 feet above it.
25 feet above it, yeah.
I
So you
think
were
that's
about
where I was.
60 still, yeah. So you could go 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30 to get to their side, still that high up.
Okay, then I want to drop down to like head range where it's at,
Okay.
and then I
So
want
you
to.
would, what I would say is you don't have enough movement to drop fully. Normally I'll let you roll if you're dropping to the ground to see. So there would need to be a little bit of control here. Just roll me a acrobatics check to be able to keep yourself up. While dropping.
Too easy. 15.
For 15, okay, yeah, you got it.
Okay, and then I'm going to use gust of wind on it,
Okay.
pushing it towards the back side of what we're facing right now on the camera, like towards the twigs in the back.
Oh, okay, move it this way. Okay, got it.
Let me. It says. So for some reason it says a strength, but I know when I take the because it's a racial trait. I know I chose wisdom as the spellcasting thing.
Spellcasting modifier?
Yeah, and it says strength 14. My strength modifier is +2. My wisdom is +3. I'm assuming it's a 15 for wisdom.
Oh, for the save?
Yeah.
Is that what you mean? Okay, so it would still be strength. So your spellcasting modifier would determine your spell attack and spell save DC. But if it's going up against something else, it could be whatever the ability calls for. So, like Gust of Wind, it requires them to have the strength to fight it, so they're going to be rolling, otherwise they get pushed back.
Got it.
Yeah.
Well, anyway, it's a strength 14.
Got it. Right. It is 17, so it does not
Damn.
get pushed back.
Let me see. Each creature. So if it starts, Wait, a line of strong winds, 60 feet long, 10 feet wide, blast from you in a direction you choose. The spell's duration. Each creature that starts its turn in the line must succeed in a strength saving throw. So it doesn't make the saving throw until it starts its turn.
Oh, okay, got it. Okay,
Yeah.
understood.
And I guess we'll cross that road when we come to it.
Okay, got it. All right. Anything else for your turn?
That was my action. Bonus action. No, I'll be done. That's it.
Okay, got it. All right. It is next. This one's turn here. It's gonna go 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. It's gonna dash over to you guys. Still following its prey, Johnny Grimm. Milo, I'm gonna give you an opportunity since you were holding your action to burst it if you want before your turn. It's the last opportunity to do so.
All right, can you say that again?
So if you want to, I'll let you use your reaction here since you didn't have the triggering thing that you were holding it for. If you wanted to try and just pop it so that you didn't waste your action reaction, it will use the bark. It'll use that one up, but you will be able to force a throw if you'd like to do that.
Man,
But it's just the one.
no, I think I'm going to hold it.
Okay, got it. Then it is your turn.
I am going to move within 20 feet and do the exact same thing.
Yes, sir.
Is there anybody? Everybody's up, right?
Everybody is currently up with at least some hit points.
Yeah, that's what I'd like. Actually, do I have enough movement, including dash, to get 20? We registered 15 foot on reach, right?
Yes.
So I want to be 20 feet above it. And I'm just going to get ready to crack that shit right over its head.
I love it. So you were going right up to it with a dash.
Center mass, yep.
And then going 20 feet above. Got it.
Yeah, and as soon as I see people about to crack that thing all in unison, man, I'm cracking mine.
Okay. The next one is going to go the Fiery Thorn on tilt. That one can get up to Johnny Grimm. And that is going to be a 17 to hit.
Oh yeah.
Okay. So we got, that time was low, 4 points of, excuse me, let me look here before I say that.
Leave me alone.
4 points of piercing damage and 1 point of fire damage. You are the person that they are closest to. All right, so the Spirit of the Forest is next, and it gets its legendary legendary actions back as well.
It needs to make that
Yes.
strength save. 14.
Oh yeah, 22.
Damn. All right.
22. All right.
It still says, though, any creature in the line must spend 2 feet of movement for every 1 foot it moves when moving closer to me.
Totally. Rufus, what was your height?
Well, I'm like at head level with it.
That's right, you dropped. Okay. Well, you've got the gust of wind out, so it's going to start making pseudopod attacks at you.
All right. That's fine with me.
All right. First one is going to be a 23 to hit.
Yep, that hits.
Okay. That is 17 points of bludgeoning damage.
Okay.
It's going to take its second pseudopod attack against you. That one's an 18 to hit.
That is my armor class.
That is your armor class. Okay, got it. That's 24 points of bludgeoning on that one.
All right.
And it has a third. You guys are all down there, so I can't do that. Yeah, you're the juiciest person for it to hit.
Let's go.
Everybody's down there focused on healing while you're right in his face. Another 18.
Yep.
Do I have my reaction?
You should, I believe. You haven't
Alright.
used it.
Silvery barbs.
Silvery? All right.
Yep.
Natural 20.
Oh, that
Let's
would
say
be.
18 is a low roll for it. So it's still got a low.
I know it hits.
But
I
here we
was
go. Here we
trying
go.
to not.
Give it a shot. No, this one's higher. 27.
Yep.
All right. Well, I tried to see if
It was a good shot. It was a good shot. All right, that's gonna be 21 points of bludgeoning on the third.
I am unconscious.
Okay.
I'm assuming I take or I lose a fail. Or,
You do lose a death save.
fail.
It's not a melee attack, so you only lose one.
Okay.
On the fall, for if it matters, once you're at 0, you would take. I don't think it can get to your. Yeah, no, 6, 9, 12. You would take 12 points of bludgeoning damage just in case it got you to the threshold, but you don't.
Doesn't even
It's just a death
close.
save. Yeah. And that is going to be. You know what? I think it'll move actually. It will move under Milo and come up facing this group this way. And we'll start to gather the sunlight above its large hand again, seeing 4 grouped there. Alivor, you're up next.
Do I remember the line of our turns of who goes when?
I would say, generally speaking, yeah. It's a little bit metagamey, but you would know that Breck would be after you.
All right. Seeing Milo up in there, I'm pretty much just gonna run up and also hold my action and hold the
Okay.
bark over my head, signaling I'm ready to crack it whenever someone else cracks with my
Got it. How close are you running up?
20 feet. Just get me within the 20-foot range of it.
Oh, okay. So
Yeah. So the bark will have an effect.
Got it. All right, Breck, what about you?
All right, and so just so I have an understanding, with haste, I can crack 2 barks at once.
Oh, shit.
Ooh.
Fucking A, you can.
Man.
Fucking A, you can do that.
Okay, well, I'm gonna do that then.
Yes! And you're going to do it now?
Yes.
All right, so Milo, Alivor, and Breck doing 2. You guys crack these pieces of bark, and as you do, Breck, your crystal on the bottom of your mace just glows and gives about 20 feet of light in all directions. The same color energy leaves the bark and begins to wrap itself around the spirit of the forest and begin to try and expel the curse from this creature, from this avatar of Malor's will. I have to do some math really quick to figure out the DC. Okay, so just to let you guys know, you have dealt it exactly 200 damage.
Ooh.
That's not bad.
Tank, dude.
Probably.
So,
Nice chunk of change.
I
guess.
said 200.
Yeah,
It's actually
not bad.
I said 200. It's actually 199.
Oh,
Oh, okay.
damn it.
Yeah, see, no, this light work then.
So close. It does make a difference in the DC. So,
It's 28 now.
and there's 4 being cracked. So, the DC is 23.
Oh, shit.
Fuck.
All right, I gotta get the special dice for this one, guys. Special dice here. So, with a 23, it has to roll a 16 or higher. Oh, the light of dice isn't charged. God damn it. All right, no special dice. I'll use the dice from you guys. That's special dice too. Special dice too. All right. 16 or higher, and the curse is expelled.
It's got a high wisdom, right?
Oh, fuck, I knocked off fucking Ekamos. Or Rufus.
Right.
It's a fucking 17!
Let's go!
It's a fucking 17! All right, bringing it in here, you guys. 17.
Oh,
Holy
Hell
shit.
yes.
It's been a good dice to us, that's for sure.
Get
Man.
up in
Yes.
that battlefield as we bring it back around. All right. So give me a second here, guys. I'm going to change up the vibe a bit.
Oh.
Oh, we're out of combat.
17.
Another solar cannon would have taken out at least 2 players.
Yeah.
At least 2 players.
So I'm gonna immediately run over to Rufus and give him 10 points of lay on hands.
Okay. And all of you watch as the energy from these pieces of bark extend out over the body of the spirit of the forest. And you see them not just expand over, but then start to pierce in. And with every channel of energy that moves in, you see it twitch, almost as if it's being stabbed over and over again. And you see those lines of energy start to congeal down in the middle of its body, covering some round, circular, ethereal thing, and it covers it completely. You can see glowing pink energy from inside the spirit of the forest, and as you watch it, it just slowly stops moving. The body quieting down. And you hear a deafening roar as the energy expands outwards, and you see it crack at first and then fully just shatter, blowing these pieces of it's just black rock is what it looks like, expels them out, hitting trees and bushes. Not hard enough that you guys have to roll dex saves, but you see this last bit of destruction come out of this avatar. And as the dust settles and you all look around, you look up to it once again and see, rather than the 4 colors that were on the arms of it before, the pink radiating energy that matches Breck's crystal that you've seen before in the crystals that she has left. Wherever there is somewhere that needs to be purified, each of the arms glows in that comforting color. And you see it start to take in everything around it. And takes the hands, and for a moment you all are worried, seeing the same gesture that it did before during the fight, and takes all 4 arms and shoves them into the ground. And you start to see flowers growing. Wildflowers at first, then grass, bushes, trees begin to grow all around you. As you even start to see small crystal clusters form in the trail that led you here. After a few moments, it stands back up in all of its height and walks over to Rufus. The last for it to hit. And places his arm down on the ground. And the arm begins to change. You see it become bark-like. And it begins to lift up the arm out of the tree, almost as if it created a sleeve for it to pull itself out of. And there is a large tree in front of you. Breck has just given you enough hit points and healing to be up, but you're kind of still laying on the ground. He looks at you expectantly.
I'm gonna get up while holding my side in pain, and I'm gonna walk over and touch it.
As you touch it, the root nearest to you begins to change. And you see a small circular hole down at the bottom. And from that hole, a small sapling looks like it starts to grow. And grow. And grow till it's about 4 or 5 feet tall. And rather than keep growing in the shape of a tree, it takes a different form. A quarterstaff. Emblazoned now, carved into the natural wood that makes it feathers.
I'm gonna look at the avatar and just reach out and grab the staff and kind of slowly kind of take it.
And as you put your hands around it, you feel peace. Since the moment you were bitten by the werewolf in the North Zemni Fields, you feel a peace inside of you. A peace that reassures you in this moment. It's not just peace, but also power. You feel magical currents running through the staff. And all of you hear a feminine voice in your heads. Thank you for purifying my forest. And the spirit takes a moment and then turns. And as it begins to walk down the path that it destroyed, with every step it gets smaller and smaller in size. With the energy of its corporeal form spreading out into the forest around it. Rufus, you can add Forest Smite to your inventory.
Forest Smite. Okay.
And with that, I think we'll take a little break here. (4:05 Pacific time. Let's just do a quick 10-minute one, since we're pretty close to the end here anyways. We're in the last part of it. We'll call it 4:16. We'll come back. Let's take a little break and then we'll finish up.
Josh, I'm gonna let you take over for me. But,
I figured, yeah.
I'm gonna dip out a little early, but
Hey.
But yeah, I'll shut up, I swear. But I'll see you guys in the next couple of weeks.
For sure.
Oh, yeah.
Absolutely, man. Thanks for staying as long as you did. Good luck.
Of course. I'm glad we didn't die by a solar beam.
Almost.
All right, we'll see you
All right,
guys in a
I'll
bit.
talk to you later.
Hey, see you, man.
You were muted there, Josh.
I was thinking, oh, we lost an extra person, but no, we knew that. It's for
Did you say Forest Might or
Did I?
Forest Smite?
I think I said Forest Might is what it should be.
Okay. Yeah, because I was looking for Forest Smite and I couldn't find it.
It's
then,
not Forest Might. If you just search
yeah.
forests with an apostrophe, it should show up.
Yeah, I found it.
Okay, cool.
After I typed in just forest, I felt kind of retarded.
It's the Lord's Alliance.
Yes. Oh God, my terrible enunciation. All right.
It's all right. I'm just deaf. It's not your fault.
No, I have terrible enunciation. What Kevin was just saying is, from early on D&D days, my enunciation led to some misconceptions.
More good times.
I thought the Lord's
Needs
Alliance
to
was
be good
pretty
times.
Yeah, Lord's Alliance, not Lords of Lions. All right, so you guys are now just kind of all standing around as Rufus takes the quarterstaff. Drex kind of flies down and lands. Holy shit, that was a crazy fight, you guys! Man, whew.
Yeah, thanks for
boy.
helping, asshole.
Yeah, totally. Yeah.
Hey, Drex, can I get
You
that
guys
bark
got
off
it.
you?
You were successful, so yeah, I do. You want it back?
Yeah, I'll take that one.
Yeah, perfect. Here you go.
Appreciate
I'm
that.
gonna walk over to Drax. I'm just gonna punch him in the shoulder.
Go ahead and roll an attack roll.
Oh shit! All right. Oh shit! Unarmed, right?
Yeah.
Oh boy, that's gonna be 17 plus 8.
That definitely hits a werebat, yeah. I would say if you're trying to minimize, you could just do a little bit of damage.
Yeah, it's just one damage. That's
Yeah.
it. Just one.
Ah, fuck! What the hell? Come
Thanks
on.
for the help, asshole.
Look, I found the fucking thing, didn't I?
Yeah, sure.
I would have hopped in if things got hairy.
They were hairy. They were so hairy.
I would have hopped in if things got hairier.
Uh-huh.
We should have brought the other one.
At that, he's like,
Hey,
Yeah,
fuck
that's-
you!
I definitely said that out loud for sure.
Like, fine, you assholes get yourself back to camp.
and he starts to turn into a werebat and get ready to fly away.
I'm gonna catch him with a lightning lure if he flies away.
And we need to know where some things are, man.
He turns and sees that. He's like, he thinks better of it.
Oh.
Yeah, this staff is pretty dope. Not gonna lie.
Yes.
Just out of curiosity, what's it mean by dormant?
Oh.
Good things.
Okay, cool.
Does
I didn't know
that,
if that was just something that I didn't
Oh,
understand.
yeah. That is
Rufus,
something.
do you need some time to maybe like attune to that?
I think I do. Give me one.
And would everybody be willing to take a short rest? by
Yes, I
chance?
do.
Yes.
I also just need a short rest, and so does Ekamos.
Yeah, short rest was
Yeah.
beautiful.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna go find like a nice spot next to some trees and some shade, and
Yeah.
and sit down for a little bit.
Lots of it abound. And as you just sit down and are trying to find a good spot, you can start to see that it's not like a very quick retracting, but you kind of notice it because it almost feels like something's pulling at your shirt as you sit against a tree. But you look and some of the thorny vines are starting to retract.
I mean, that's a good sign, right? That's good.
Sure hope so.
Okay, short rest, right?
Give me a second.
Oops.
I'm going to activate my ability Song of Rest during our short rest.
Got it.
So everyone on top of whatever you're gonna heal, you can also regain another 1d6 of hit points.
Ooh, nice.
Nice.
And for a short rest, it's just one of our hit die, right?
You can use as many of your hit die as you want to. It's your choice.
Oh,
It
love
is
to
a
hear
pool
that.
you can choose to pull from.
okay. Where in the hell?
If you click short rest, that's where you can track them.
Okay, there we go. Short rest. There we go.
Oops, didn't mean to do that, but fuck it, that works.
For Alivor, he should have, I think, 6d6 hit die and 2d8 hit die for short rest or short rests.
So okay, they're all d8s.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Sorry, I was thinking.
Yeah,
Bard
I
with
see where they
D6s, but
are.
it's just wizards. Yeah.
Bam. All right, and then I'm going to take short rest, convert. It's 2d8 plus 2. Where's my 3?
While you
Of
guys
course.
are sitting here taking, you can do as many as you want to. It doesn't have to be you choose and that's it. You can keep adding it.
Oh, okay.
Roll until you get to, just mark how many you roll to get there. And as you guys take this short rest, about 40 minutes into it, there's already starting to be the sound of birds. And with the flowers and return of the undergrowth and smaller plants and the start of the larger plants, very quick for the wildlife to find their way back here as well.
Okay, I'll do that for my hit die. Okay. All right.
Before we take a short rest, can I use my packed spell slot to create water?
Sure. Yeah.
And I would like to create a 30-foot cube of rainfall.
Yeah, absolutely. Over you guys, or just like kind of in the general area?
Just in the general area where the plants and stuff are growing.
For sure. Where you start to do that, the plants grow even more, even quicker. And where the rain falls, the crystals also start to grow a little bit quicker as well. And Brett, go ahead and roll a religion check with advantage.
Oh, that's a 19.
A 19, okay. You hear the same voice in your head that everybody heard at the end of the fight. Step forward, Brick. This place still needs to be dedicated.
Okay, yeah, I'll step forward.
And you get the pull towards the area that you are watering now. And as you step forward and move closer to it, the plants sort of start to form up and almost weave together to create steps up to a round pedestal that is now naturally growing as a stump.
Yeah, I'll continue up the steps.
Okay. As with every step that you go up, your crystal at the bottom of your mace begins to glow more. And now here, standing at the top of it, it is brightly glowing, 30 feet around in every direction.
I'm just going to kind of bask in it.
Okay. The voice in your head continues, and she says, "My influence on this world can only be done by those who wish to serve. You have served me well, Breck Deep Delver. You have carried my divine power with you, not just in spirit, not just in body." And as she says it, but in physical form. The crystal grows in brightness and grows in size as well. Please, place this here
and I will reaffirm my protection of this forest.
Yeah, I'll put my crystal there.
Okay. You detach it and place it down. And once you do, it very quickly begins to grow. Very jaggedly at first, like a crystal forming at a rapid rate, but eventually it smooths out. And as it grows to the shape of a humanoid and then slightly larger. And you see a beautiful crystalline statue of the Wild Mother. Here on this stump, where the avatar of this forest, the one who was cursed, was freed from this curse. Freed from its curse, I should say. The forest is cleansed. There is great conflict within your friend. And you feel the urge looking at Rufus, especially now that he's holding this new quarterstaff. I am the god of safe passage, and you can help guide him to that peace that he seeks. Show him my light.
I'm just gonna kind of drop down into a prayer pose in front of the statue, and just thank you.
And all of you guys see this. Yeah, you guys all see Breck kneeling down in front of this crystal statue that has grown out of the crystal he has been carrying with him.
Wow.
So, now that you guys have defeated the cursed spirit of the forest, remove the curse specifically, and rededicated the forest. Anything that is afflicted with the curse of strife that you try to break the curse using Divine Wreath Bark, they get to make the roll at advantage now.
Ooh.
Oh, shit.
Perfect.
We used 4 of them, right?
Yes.
So we got 6 left.
Correct.
All right. How are we? How are those divvied up?
I still have 1.
I have 1.
I say I threw mine at the bat guy and broke one of mine. So if anyone, can anyone bum me a piece of bark, please?
I suggest taking it back from old boy since he wasn't there.
Yeah, for sure. I think if there's 6 left, then everybody taking 1 sounds like a pretty good deal.
Yeah.
Well, I guess I would be curious about where this Sindel druid is.
I believe they said it was the temple.
At the temple?
Yeah, I think that was our next stop, wasn't it? To go after all the Yuan-Ti people, and I believe.
Do you guys think we should make our way over there next? Direct?
I don't see why not.
You know how far it is? Look at the bat guy. How far is it?
Oh, now you want to talk to me? Fine, fuckers.
Yeah.
You have a chance to redeem yourself.
Yeah.
It's a half a day's trip back to the camp, and then another quarter day from there. If we were to make the full trip, 3/4 of a day, we'd be getting there at night, if that's what you want to do.
But we have to go back to camp in order to get to...
It's the other way. It's not. It's opposite of where we're at from the camp.
Oh, okay. You guys want to... What time of day is it now?
Right now, a little afternoon.
Okay. You guys want to head back, chill out for the night, and hit it first thing tomorrow morning?
Yeah, that sounds like, honestly, the best idea.
Yeah, maybe we'll get lucky and they made more bark things.
Yeah,
True.
that would be
Very
nice.
True.
I'm down for that.
Okay. Well, then with that, Drex leads you guys back the half a day's travel to the Vine Wreath Enclave. Breck, it's really tough for you. I believe you have a level of exhaustion from dropping haste. So this is the most tired you've ever been while trekking anywhere ever.
It is not actually exhaustion. He takes one turn of not being able to do jack shit, and then that's it.
That's it?
That's it. Yeah, no movement, no actions. For one turn, I think.
Just like out of nowhere, I just hit the ground like, eh!
When the spell ends,
Oh, my
you can't
muscles,
move,
dude!
no
Why am I in
actions
so much
until his
pain?
next turn.
It's like when you get that random chest pain for like 2 seconds. You're like, this is it. Oh no, I'm good.
I'm done.
Cool.
Who would have thought it was a heart attack that was killing Breck?
Okay. All right then. Well then, Breck, you're fine. You were real bad for a minute and felt like you were having a heart attack, and then you're good.
Thank God, man, because I probably wouldn't use that spell if it was exhaustion.
I don't know. I thought that. I'll have to figure that out. It must be a different spell. All right, so you guys travel the rest of the way through the Lushgut Forest, and even just walking through now here after the spirit has been cleansed, it feels much more natural and easier walk. It feels like going through a forest that is not cursed. You don't have that kind of oppressive feeling, that heavy feeling weighing on you, and the acrid smell is even starting to diminish. And by the time you get back to the Vine Wreath Enclave, it is just at dusk, and the sun is starting to set. And you can see that in the center of the grove, there is a large fire that is sending up flames that are 15, 20 feet tall. And there is a music that is going on and dancing around this large fire in a very celebratory way, as you see the druids that are here celebrating what they have felt happen since you have returned at this point. As you all walk up, there are goblins who they themselves are kind of decorated with flower crowns and vines and branches that have wrapped through their magics around them like decoration. And for each of you, there is somebody who comes up and tries to grab you and bring you closer into the fire, where everybody's kind of dancing in a circle around and celebrating. Any of you can join if you'd like, but nobody is so insistent that they are dragging you. But as you all kind of move in, you see across the other side of the fire, the matriarch, who just gives you all a nod as you walk in, a knowing nod, and returns her attention to the rest of the camp.
I go join the festivities and start dancing around the fire.
Hell yeah, absolutely.
I'm gonna Ewok the shit out of this.
Absolutely.
All right, if he's Ewoking, I'm going to be Luke Skywalkering this and just watching from the side. Still disgruntled about earlier, the music and whatnot.
Hey, Elworth, they're better than you.
And with that, I'm going back to my hut.
Oh, come on, come back, man. Stay with me.
As
it is very simple music, mostly drums and bells.
As I'm sitting there dancing, shaking around the fire, I'm gonna use the daylight spell on the staff and keep like waving it around and dancing around with it.
And when you cast it and raise it into the air, every single goblin, bugbear, and hobgoblin, yeah, and just scream out and are dancing, and they just feed into it. And it's funny because everybody was quiet and very kind of low key before, but now there's just dancing and celebration, and everybody's just letting loose. Nobody really sees any alcohol, but there is one goblin who looks like he has some leather pouches that he's taking around and handing to people if they would like them.
You said leather pouches?
Mm-hmm, yeah, these leather
I'll take a leather pouch.
Yeah, I'll grab a leather pouch.
Okay. Yeah, absolutely.
There's leather pouches that might sway you to come back.
You guys open it up, and it is full of. It looks like dried mushrooms of a variety that you're unfamiliar with.
Albor's coming back. Let me get some of those.
On one.
I'm just gonna say, fuck it, just down it.
100%.
The whole bag?
Yep.
Right there with you, Rufus. I'm doing it.
I have no
I'll
idea
take
what
the trip.
this is.
I'll take the whole bag too.
I just think it's a food. I have no idea what it is.
Yeah, we don't know what it is, so we're
Yeah,
just
all right
fuck it,
then.
you know?
I mean, peer pressure at this point.
I'm along for the ride, man.
I need all of you to roll Constitution saving throws at disadvantage.
Is it poison?
We're about to find out.
14.
I guess that would depend on your definition of poison.
I'm just curious because I have advantage on poison. So
Oh, I would say it is not harmful.
oh well then you probably nix the advantage then.
Okay, good.
This is
Rufus
a bad
14.
roll, but I kind of want it to be a bad roll. So Alivor got a 3.
Okay.
8.
So you guys can add +2 because of my aura protection if you guys.
I'm
want.
not going to.
No, I'm going to deny that.
I was nowhere near you.
I got a 15.
Okay, got it. 15. So, Breck, your dwarven constitution leaves you feeling a little buzzed. You have this really nice body high, and you're feeling very into the celebration, which is, very not something you're used to. It's up to you if you would like to, get into the celebration more and dance around and stuff. You do feel a nice buzz. It's so nice and comfortable. You just feel happy and just this sense of just peace. And as you're sitting on a log at one point that there's other goblins on, you kind of look to one and look to the other, and you just feel like you're melting into the log a little bit. It is such just a wonderful, grand experience. For the other three, you experience that same thing that Breck does for the first 10 minutes.
Yeah.
This is woo, yeah, dancing with the goblins, and then you're looking, and one of the bugbear's face starts to elongate in this weird, rubbery, taffy way, and you just kind of freak out a little bit, and you just hear, just keep dancing, trust me. And kind of the three of you group together over here, and as you look around, you're watching the circle, and the fire starts to merge with the faces. And you start to look, and you see these goblins and bugbears and hobgoblins, and you see sharp teeth everywhere and these trailing lights through your vision. You look across the fire and see the goblins' faces start to turn to animals. Anthropomorphic animals that are here dancing around the fire. You see a goblin with the head of a wolf, and you're in your head thinking, is that a mask? Is that a dead wolf? Or somehow there a wolf's head on a goblin's body? It doesn't matter! We're partying! And you just feel every little bit. And Rufus, you're deep in this thought, and some little bit of your consciousness worries that you're letting loose so much in the moonlight.
Oh shit.
But you grip your staff that is causing daylight to happen, and you're not sure how long it's going to last, but you know that daylight is keeping you safe here in this moment. You know it deep down, as if there was a god of the wilds making you feel comfortable in this state. Everybody can add 6 temporary hit points if you'd like.
Oh, yeah.
Milo,
Yes, sir.
you have an odd experience. You experience the same things, but when you start to see the goblin shift and change, the fire starts to reach out and almost whip at them. And you start tracking the whips, looking at the pieces of fire that are jumping out. And you're trying to catch where they go, but by the time you see it, it's gone. It's not there anywhere. You see almost as if the fire is moving from the fire pit into their mouths. You see them turn scaly. It reminds you of the serpent scales of the Yuan Ti, the large snake that attacked Alivor. Similar, but different. Stronger. You shake it away. Continue dancing. Look again. And you see a face staring at you. A face that you only normally see in dreams. Or only have seen in a dream, at least. And as one of the goblins moves by, the face disappears. Y'all party hard. Hard.
Fuck yeah.
You're not sure what time you actually go to... Well, sorry, Breck, you can do whatever you'd like. If you want to go to bed at a reasonable hour, stay up late, you have your wits about you. Everybody else makes it about an hour or so before sunrise.
I would like to get a good night of sleep, yeah.
Okay. Then with that, as the party winds down, and everybody who is on some very, very interesting mushrooms, you all can go to sleep and mark a long rest.
Sweet.
Breck, you wake up before everybody. You're awake for probably about 4 hours before everybody else.
Would those 6 temporary hit points carry over, or is that...
Yeah, that's fine. We'll carry him over. For the sake of this, we'll carry him over. Normally they don't, but that was the intent, was that after the party you guys get temporary hit points.
I was gonna say after, like, as the mushrooms started wearing off, and I went to go to rest, I would have been thinking about Sheen and how things are going, or where she's at and how she's doing, and if she's still out there.
And as you begin to think about her, the mushroom's still kicking in. The fire is bright enough that without a door on this hut, the light flickers still in the walls. For the briefest of moment, you see the light flicker, and you think she's sitting there on that bench. Just for a briefest second. And you've got enough wits about you now at this point that you know that that was probably just the effect of whatever you've been under. But it was physical and real enough to you that it makes you realize that that's still there. That the concern, that the connection is still there. That in this moment, this night of loosening inhibitions and celebrating victory, she still returns to your mind. And you wake up feeling comforted, but in a way determined.
Ready to attack the day.
It's a very peaceful morning here in the Vine Wreath Enclave.
So if I have a few hours before everybody else wakes up, is there like any baths or anything that it looks like they've got?
No. Are you going to ask somebody about it or just look?
Well, I guess what I'm looking for are like salves that they would put into baths to bring back to the settlement.
Oh, I see. So there's not any baths or anything. If you're asking around about that, then actually I would say just roll me a general like persuasion check for just actually with advantage too because of what you guys have done.
Persuasion, you said?
Yeah, with advantage.
15.
15. Okay. That's enough that the same goblin who had given you guys soup before kind of comes and he sees you and brings some soup early in the morning to you and gives a thanks. He looks less begrudging about it now that you guys have been such a help. And in having conversation with him, he is able to acquire you 4 salves. And tells you that they don't really have any place to do They don't have any place that really would function as a bath, like a bath house or anything like that. He explains that they just use some druid powers and move the earth and bring up some water. And you watch as he goes over and says, "Yeah, if you need something, here you go." And he kind of waves his hands, casts some old earth, and makes a nice cube, and then makes some water, puts the water in there, and you see him kind of put his hands together and create some heat, and then put the hands into the water. And where his hands go into the water, bubbles start to appear around it. And he heats it up for you and says, "Yeah, I mean, if you need it, here you go." That's just kind of what we do.
Hell yeah, man. I'm just going to get naked and jump right in.
You do that, and the salves that they bring out is a more liquid version. It's still a 1d4 plus 1, but is meant to be more absorbed through the skin than... well, I guess the other salves are too, but more liquidy if you're in something like this rather than applied like a lotion or something like that.
Okay. Sweet. And I'm just going to hang out until everybody wakes up.
Okay. Got it. Milo, Rufus, and Gellert, you guys all wake up to like 11 o'clock or so.
Perfect.
Not early.
When I get up, I'm gonna do some morning exercise, some push-ups, some sit-ups, do a little run.
Nice, hell yeah! Getting at the day.
Yep.
Doing that monk stuff.
Oliver will be doing nothing of the nature, and we'll be looking for food.
Okay, got it. Oh. You find food easy enough. The pile of gifts outside of your guys' huts near the fire pit that was near your guys' huts, not the big central one, but has grown. You can find a variety of foods.
Rations. Oh, perfect. I'm digging through the pile of gifts.
Yeah, teas, all kinds of stuff. Absolutely.
Oh, yeah. Indulging myself.
So about that E1T problem, right?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Sorry, I just got so absorbed into everything last night. I almost forgot that there was a problem.
You guys look like you were having a good time.
It was something that I've never experienced before, and I wouldn't mind doing it again.
100%. Let's see if
I second that.
I don't think my mind will ever feel the same.
Grab some shrooms to go. Grab a few bags to go.
I've been permanently altered.
Yeah, actually, that's a good point. Is there anywhere that we can that we would be able to acquire some more, to-go mushrooms?
Mushrooms.
Some go bags,
You can certainly try. Is the answer I should give as a DM?
Yes.
I'm gonna try and inquire about some party food.
Who are you asking about the mushrooms?
Oh boy. I think I would try and find well, actually they're not from here. Then probably Kit.
Okay, yeah. You go up to Kit, very in his large 6'7" bugbear form and his kind of curled staff, and he gives you a nod as you approach. Hello, Rufus.
Hey, Kit. Just out of curiosity, those mushrooms? Where's those from?
No,
from last night.
Oh, that is a special batch grown by one of the goblins here. He studied in Marquette. It is a rare species that grows in a single oasis in the desert over there. He's brought it over and cultivated this version.
Where's he at?
Go ahead and roll a persuasion check.
Oh shit, that's cocked. Damn, that's unfortunate.
Am I with Rufus?
Yeah,
if you want, you see him at least. Yeah.
So I would have went on this hunt for mushrooms with Rufus.
All right, yeah, that's fine.
I'd be like, Kit, my man, come on, let us, the saviors of the forest. You gotta.
That's true. You are the saviors of the forest. Fucking.
It's a 4.
You want me to roll
as well, Geller? Yeah, go ahead.
I got a 4.
A 4, okay.
29.
You guys already see the
really
guy
wants the
behind you who
mushrooms,
is
man.
handing out bags. He's already behind you, ready to go. And he
cool.
goes, "My name is Yolak.
He's ready to.
Here's for the saviors of the forest."
All right.
A
My man.
29. A 29. Roll a d12.
Oh, where? All right, let's see here. 10.
10. You get 10 doses of mushrooms.
Oh,
Like
absolutely.
10 packs?
10
or-
bags.
Like 10 of
10
what we had
bags.
last night.
10
Yes,
bags
pouches.
is what you had last night.
It's a lot of
says-
mushrooms.
I go back to this group. Just score, boys.
Says, this is to be able to take the forest with you wherever you go.
Oh, we'll take the forest everywhere, my man.
I'm just going to give him a big old hug.
All right. Well, before the next session, I will have an item in D&D Beyond for the Vine Wreath mushrooms from Zeolak.
Perfect.
Hell yeah.
I also recommend we at least save one bag. That way, if we ever, do get accepted back into our settlement, we can have the gnome druids grow these for us.
Oh, I have plans for these bags.
Hell yes. Oh, perfect.
All right. Is there anything anybody else would like to do here this morning in the Vine Wreath Enclave?
Nope.
Mm-hmm.
Well then, as the party collects themselves, gets a bunch of fucking mushrooms, and thinks about the events of the last day, saving the forest, and doing something so different from what you all have done before. Rather than being in Bastion's Watch, defending a settlement in the Dwendalian Empire, you all were out here in the forest, partying with the goblin druids, bugbears and hobgoblins, celebrating in the magic of a god being returned to the forest. Very different experience, but one that is important for all of you nonetheless. And I think that's a good place to end the session for the day.
Hell yeah.
We skipped it to the beginning so we could jump right in, but we've got a little bit of housekeeping. We use music from a couple different places. Filmmusic.io is one of those places. Any of the songs we use from filmmusic.io has a link down in the panels. You can look at the music there, get the information, license it for yourself, listen to it, find other music that is great. Highly recommend. And then we also use music from the official Critical Role soundtracks. Welcome to Taldor and welcome to Wildmount. The generous folks over at Critical Role allow streamers like us to use it for games in Exandria, and so we do because it's great. And so, information down in the panels for those albums as well. Highly recommend. Amazing music all around. Thank you, everybody, for tuning in and watching the VOD afterwards. We'll be back in 2 weeks to see the next arm of this journey. See you then.